65 in Lilburn, and 64 in Stockbridge. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour one of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I'm your host, Eric Von Hessler. Of course, not alone, surrounded as always by the doctrinaires, plus one. Well, he's a doctrinaire at large. They're all here, though. Tim Andrews is here. Autumn Fisher is here. George Clark is here. The plus one, kind of, because you are a doctrinaire at large. English Nick is here. And Jared Yamamoto is here. Oh, no, get it. That's just left over. That's just left over from the last interview. I'm sorry. I apologize. Apologize for that. Kind of flying blind here. I wasn't able to kind of set up before we get going, but welcome to Tuesday afternoon in what we now know is a city that is higher ranked than it was when I left yesterday, I believe.
That is correct.
This is all brand new for us.
Brand new information. We have jumped 2 slots, Eric.
What? As a community, we are now the 6th largest community population
Metro
city.
area.
Metro
Is that why
area.
Jared's headlights have been on all morning?
Yes, he's very excited. So when did we slip down to 8?
We slipped down to 8.
I think when I first got here in '98, I believe that it was 7. And then it slipped, I think, all the way maybe to like 10 or 11. And then it was back to 7. And in my mind, that's where I thought we were. I didn't know we had, this is important to people that are on the radio, because if you have a successful show, they say, well, I've got a successful radio show. You don't want to say in market 110, unless you're getting started. So it's kind of a bragging right when you tell friends, I got a successful radio show. It's better to have a successful radio show in market 6 than in market 8.
But if you're born and raised in market 225,000, you like living there,
Absolutely.
and your life is there. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's probably okay, because you can make $25,000 a year because you can buy a house for $40,000.
Yeah.
So it all works.
Yeah.
in
Bozeman
the
Bob has been
economy.
doing that for years.
Oh,
Bozeman
you
Bob.
know, we have been doing that a long time. My wife and I could afford to live here. She only has to work part-time. They got great schools here.
Yeah, but
hey,
I'm
that's
working
important.
down at the dollar store.
She does work down at the Dollar Tree.
They raised it higher than $1.
Well, okay, we're not doing politics.
There's also the whole
I don't like it. So
great
much.
conversations that go on there.
we talk about the weather. We talk about
So you're the voice of Bozeman. I
I
have
am the
been
voice
for
of
many
Bozeman.
years.
It's wonderful
It's
to be
been
there.
cloudy, right?
Yeah, I'm the voice of Bozeman. You're the co-host of the house.
So,
I'd like for you to sometimes be the co-host. I'm always cleaning.
Well,
and
you
doing
know-
seems
all
like
that.
she's carrying the load. That's what she's saying.
Well,
That's what
who's
she-
the big earner?
Well, that's true. You're the one bringing in 25 a year.
That's
point.
right.
Right, but sometimes you need a little help. It is our house.
Oh,
It's not
yeah.
just your house.
I
know,
think
you-
that bottle of vodka behind the couch is the help that you get every day.
Yeah, so you found her vodka, huh?
I leave
I
it
don't know
there.
how that got there. I don't know.
You just left it there,
Why,
huh?
she fell asleep or passed out and it rolled under the
It's
couch.
not my fault.
I bet you everyone in Bozeman just thinks you guys live a wonderful life because you're the voice of Bozeman.
Well, we live in the same trailer park as some of the best people that live in that town.
Well, yeah.
By the
It's
way,
a
are
pretty
you in
nice
the?
place, if you have never been here.
We got a double wide.
Have you? Well, of course you're the voice of Bozeman.
Those, you
Why
think
wouldn't you?
those aren't going to be so good, and then you go inside and you're like, wow, okay.
By the way, are you in the?
Yep.
Yeah, I know. Are you in the Bozeman Radio Hall of Fame yet? 'Cause,
No, but we're going to
You're
be
the voice of
nominated.
Bozeman.
We're in the Rotary Club.
okay.
Oh,
all right.
yeah, he's big at the Rotary
Yeah,
Club.
and we do have every
It
Friday
comes with perks.
the fish fry at the Moose.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, that's real nice. They
nice.
have
guys
bingo
are-
nights there.
You guys are like the Royal Business.
VA?
You guys are like the king and queen of Bozeman.
While
Sounds
I'm
like
I
here,
wouldn't say that.
I will be at Ralph's Used Cars. It's a Ford dealership at the used car place. They
you're
sell
doing an
everything.
appearance. Is it a radio appearance?
Yeah,
of
I'll
some
be
kind?
there Saturday from 11 to 1.
Until 1.
Yeah, and
We're supposed to be having lunch with your mother.
Oh, boy.
You're going to make me go there by
Boy,
myself.
even Bozeman Bob can't get away from these kind of like life issues, huh?
I'll meet you at the Applebee's around 1:30. You know, I
Come
told you that already.
What's that appearance pay? $50? That remote?
Yeah.
That appearance
$50.
I wish. 25.
Oh, crikey. All right. Just
I
wondering.
think he also gets to drive one of the used cars. for
I
free.
do.
City
That's
boy over
pretty
here
cool.
thinks you're going to make $50 for a couple hours.
Yeah, he's a city slicker. is
I
what
am
he
a city
is.
slicker, yeah.
They gave me a 1999 Nissan Altima 5-speed.
There you
Oh,
go.
it's real nice.
There you go. So that's-
200,000 miles on it, runs like a kitten.
It ain't
And
so
that's
bad.
what they do. You know, they can they go for a long time. You know, who else's car went for a long time was your cousin Winnie. Her car went for a long time. Remember that one? It was a blue.
Yeah, until she
what
drove
was
it
I
into
think
the
it was
ravine.
blue.
Is your show like this? You have these kind of conversations?
I think it was a blue car.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
I
don't
know.
have her
I
on-
just said it was a blue car. She drove it into the ravine. Did 2
How
years
long-
for a DUI. Well, it was
I
a
know. I
third.
liked that blue though.
How long have
It's always talking about blue. Blue.
Well, how long
Well,
have
you
you guys
like
been
the
married?
color blue. We put it in our living room.
How long
I
have you
did.
guys been together?
15 years.
Well, 15.
But what about before? That's
years.
married. Like, were you together before that for a
Oh
while?
yeah,
or-
we've known each other for 40.
Yeah, sounds like you get along like a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
you
does.
know. We really redefine the word family.
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah.
you've been with somebody so long, it's kind of like they're your family. You know.
God, we've had
Oh.
so many dogs.
Okay.
Oh, too many dogs.
This is one thing that
I
I've realized.
gave your cousin Winnie that little dachshund. Remember?
The one that starved to death when she went to jail? Yeah, I remember that.
Well,
deal.
I know. I told her she's got to get somebody to take care of
Well,
it.
why
I
didn't you
said
go
I'd
take
come
But
Well,
I'm
over.
you didn't
realizing-
do a damn thing because you're drunk all the time.
Okay.
Well, what did you do about it then?
There we go.
I have to work, remember?
What do you think taking care of the house is? You don't think that's work?
Well, I think that's
Drive a
what
woman to
the
drink.
Bible says
That's,
that's
right.
what you're
You know, I'm
supposed to
hiding.
do.
You didn't find all the booze. I got other booze hidden in all kinds of other places
You
you'd never
say-
think to look. You know, like the
Whatever
laundry
makes you happy,
room.
dog.
God knows. God sees where all the booze is.
God knows where the booze is.
Can't hide it from God.
Nope.
Hey,
Can't hide the
Well,
booze from
amen.
God. Not in Bozeman.
Amen.
Bozeman's booze.
man,
You think
the-
that's where she gets her vodka from? Bozeman's booze.
I'm sure she does. The king
it's-
of Market
it's the only
185.
Hey,
There's
speaking
only
of
one place.
hold on. Speaking of the king, English Nick is here.
Is
Look
he
at
on?
that.
Oh, he's talking to Congress, right?
He's well, it's called a speech. He's not talking to them. He doesn't go there and just go blah blah blah.
Well, you never know with King Charles.
You need to let in more migrants.
You can have some of ours.
Wouldn't that be great if he just like did a whole resistance speech?
Well, he is all about the green, the green way.
I know.
You know.
No one should
That's
have a
King Charles.
car.
That's why they took him out to the
Took him out?
the beehive thing. What do you call those things?
Beehive.
Apiary. And the White House has an apiary. I guess.
That's cool.
Do you
see the
bee land on my hand?
Tim Andrews told me about it. I have not seen it.
He's a good guy.
So I think that's what they did. Is like they know he likes gardens and stuff and Trump.
Oh my God! Do you think that he called Megan and was like, "Look at all this honey"?
By the way, you bring that up. No visit with Harry
No.
and Meghan while he's
Oh,
in
no.
America.
Who?
There you go.
Trump gave me
Daddy.
the.
That is.
No, be quiet.
that
Yeah, the
is-
last time they visited together was when Harry was in England. For
I know
court
that, but I
hearing
mean, it's a long
in
flight
November.
across the ocean.
You'd think he'd come
He's-
say hi to the old man.
It's a. Yeah,
It's,
both
you know.
of them are wrong.
I didn't want them anywhere
Yeah.
near this place.
I mean, he could have had lunch with him somewhere in, New York City or something. They could have worked something out.
Trump Towers, maybe. He could have gone to Trump Towers.
But I think that the way that it
Great
works
taco
is
bowl.
that this is what I hear about what's going on over there. Is
Over in
that-
England?
Over in England.
Yeah.
Charles is miffed at Harry.
You mean King Charles, right?
King
Please
Charles.
put the king in
I'm
front
sorry,
of it.
King
Yeah, okay.
Charles
I'm kidding.
is miffed at Harry. But my understanding of all the the gossip online is that William hates him.
Yeah. I've
And
seen
like
those-
when he
I've seen
becomes
those
king,
stories,
he's
too.
going to. I don't know what these stories all of a sudden are out there, and they're from
He's
royal
gonna say,
watchers.
"Off with his head."
I was just going to say that, Olin. You said the words right out of my mouth.
But he's,
Tower of London.
He's
for
going
him.
to supposedly he's going to strip them of all of their titles,
Wow.
which means a lot to Meghan, being the Duchess of Sussex.
Yeah.
It's a big deal to her.
Why does she need that title?
She doesn't, but she's
She doesn't
Likes
want
it.
it.
she likes she doesn't want to deal with all the responsibilities that come with being a royal, which is a lot of like supermarket
Or the
openings,
racist
essentially.
members of Buckingham Palace.
Well, you got to
whoever
name them.
Whoever they are.
You got to name them. You can't just
Is
say
she
there's
ever gonna
one.
name 'em?
No. Because they don't exist.
He's dead.
You think it's Philip?
It was Philip.
Yeah, I think it was Philip.
He probably was just. He probably wasn't really.
He was joshing about it.
Or it was one of those things where it's like, Grandpa tells racist jokes.
Yeah.
It's because it was okay when he was.
It's also because it's more than that. They used to be the empire, and they used to have a lot of like colonies and things like that. And he had a way of thinking about people who were part of the English Empire, but they were taken over and they weren't born. It
doesn't necessarily make none of it's right.
I would call it light racism.
None of it's right, but why wouldn't you? If you're gonna just jump like they jumped, just say who it was.
No, that was what was wrong with it, because she put a cloud over everybody. But I like that term I just coined, light racism.
Mm-hmm.
That's when
diet,
old people, they have a way of talking, but in reality, face to face, they would never harm anyone.
Yeah, why?
I call that light racism.
Talking about their neighbor and talking about them being like a certain race or something.
Yeah.
You're like, why do I need to know
They
that?
whisper it.
Yeah.
There.
They're Mexican.
Like, hey, they're allowed to live. I imagine it's okay to say it.
Do they want to be called something?
What was wrong when we called?
Light?
Oh, boy.
Our meter is going from light into medium. We're getting into medium racist.
Medium racist.
You're a medium.
Gonna snap that needle off.
I mean, it's
they're
bad
just
enough
so lazy
to be labeled a light racist, but then once you start walking into the medium racism, now you're on people's radars.
That is a line too far.
It certainly is. It's a line this show doesn't cross. This show
Never.
believes and loves everybody. This show wants every single person to succeed and go as far as, yeah, man, you do you and all that, what the kids say. That's all of that stuff. We want everybody to do themselves, right, George Clark?
Damn right.
Do yourself.
I do that a lot.
Me too.
Okay.
Everybody does, right?
Yes.
Not as much as we'd like to, though.
Not Mike Johnson.
What are you talking about? Nope. You talking about you? What did you have? A
I
life
had to
change?
get on the reg.
Reg.
She did say reg, right? Yes.
First of all, given her age, I don't know that I'm believing that.
Whoa, you should.
Okay, all right. Well, I know that in your family these things come early. These.
Oh, not that.
Say she ain't dead.
R-E-G, not R-A-G.
Oh, I thought you meant that one for the other.
That's why I said she did say reg, not the other.
I don't know.
Yeah.
On the reg just
On
means
the
you get it
reg.
regularly.
She likes
Hello?
to.
Don't you know what the kids are saying?
I don't know. You want to know why I don't know what the kids are saying? Because
Why?
I'm about to turn 62 years of age in a few
Come on, show
weeks.
some riz there, Eric. Come on.
I know what that means.
Yeah.
I know what that means.
So she does it on the reg, no cap.
Yeah, no cap, bro.
I still don't
Jack-
know. I still don't know what no cap means.
No
It's
cap.
like
No
I'm not
line.
lying.
Not lying.
Yeah.
What?
When you say like, that's cap.
How is cap short for lying?
I don't know. Do we know?
Can we get some kids in here and make them explain?
George is the youngest
Round up
person
those
here.
I've been
kids.
trying to say that. Originated in early 20th century African American vernacular, cap
Always.
meaning to brag, exaggerate, or lie. It emerged from the southern hip hop culture, particularly Atlanta.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
I should know. It came from right here.
It doesn't say.
And I'm a famous rapper.
No
how
cap.
did I this get by me?
I don't know.
I'm one of Atlanta's favorite rappers, and I didn't even know
I
this.
know. What the heck, man?
Yeah, I don't know how it started. Cap.
refers to dental cap.
I was gonna, you know what? When you said
Oh,
that,
like it's
Still-
fake.
yes,
No cap.
When you said that, I wondered if it had to do with like grills and things
It
like
also could be like a cap gun versus a real gun. Your cap, your
Oh.
not real.
that. Oh yeah, you're not really tough. You're not willing to actually kill somebody to dominate the charts. I don't know. He's just not valid to me. Yeah, he's good with the words and everything, but I just don't feel in my heart of hearts that he's willing to kill to stay
Yeah, what a
atop the
wuss.
charts. Yeah, I can't.
And in the rap community, there's not enough killing as it is.
No, absolutely. We need more of this nonsense. Back in the
More,
old days. You remember all the people got slaughtered over the whole Beatles Rolling Stones thing?
Crazy.
This isn't new.
Tons.
Happened with
This
the
isn't new.
Blur and Oasis in the
Oh,
early
my
in,
goodness, in the 90s.
How about when
Yeah,
Pat
suburban
Boone-
white kids just capping each other all over the place.
Pat Boone-
I think Blur's the best.
London versus Manchester? That's
Yes,
what it was.
it was
It
rough.
all
Yeah.
started with Pat Boone beating up Neil Sedaka.
That is where the disses began.
I'm just glad there's more
You know what?
racketeering.
And I had money on Sedaka.
Racketeering.
What was I
He
thinking?
was too short.
Yeah. And two,
Nowadays, it's Sabrina Carpenter and Taylor Swift.
I'd pay to watch that.
Well, no, actually, as of today, it's Taylor Swift and AI. She's going after the robots.
no.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
What for?
Oh,
well,
for
she's just
her
protecting her
using a likeness and stuff.
But I mean, I think she's just protecting herself,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
She's not suing anybody.
She did an interview where she loves songwriting and she doesn't want
Oh, yeah.
that to be taken away.
Apparently
All those
she
great
does.
songs.
Well, she seems to be doing
She's
quite
got some
well.
hits.
Yeah, sure she does.
Hey, don't
She
make
has
Jared
hits, but
mad.
doesn't
No,
mean
don't
they're
make
good.
Jared-
I'm- listen, I am
we
not
have
a
our
Swiftie.
resident
I am not a
Swiftie
Swiftie.
here.
Hold on.
Don't-
Hold on. Let the record be set. I am not a Swiftie.
Let the
But-
record be set.
But
How about
Said.
stated, said,
They're-
something like that? Whatever
they're-
Autumn said.
they're
Let the
Yeah.
autumn be
Reg.
said.
Let the record
she's got some
show.
bops.
Let the record reg.
You're a brifty.
Let the reg.
All right, no cap. Tell us what you think.
she's got some bops.
Yeah,
A
she
couple
got
good
some
She's
ones.
got
bops.
some bangers.
Yeah,
ain't
never
she?
say bop.
Bangers and bops.
Bangers and mash. I loved the ABC coverage of that story on TV this lunchtime because they talked about that, showed her interview, and then they played a snippet of "Shake It Off."
Which
Yeah.
is so
And then
old.
they had to tie in. Well, she said she's going to shake it off, but then again, she got busted for not writing that riff for "Shake It Off." I
can't-
believe.
well, listen, you look at these things. I know that she started writing her songs, and I don't know when it changed, but she's part of this modern world where you could see 19 writers on a song. It's like everybody who did anything, any producer is a writer, because the producers are all scumbags who want to, get money. So
Well-
there's no easier way to get money than to be seen as a co-writer. And so that's been going on for years and years, but now it's more legitimate, I think, because you don't have so many bands with 5 or 6 members, so it's just one person in the middle. So we could add 8 writers to this song.
Got you.
I think I would be embarrassed if I was a songwriter, which I'm not. So anybody who can write a song is doing better than me. But I think I'd be embarrassed if I was a songwriter if it said there were 8 people helped write this song.
Well-
Is this the greatest song of all time? That 8 or is it, what? This is just like another song on your album, and it took 8
I think you'd be
people?
less embarrassed when you get that mailbox
I was gonna
money
say.
just
Yeah,
rolling.
yeah.
Paycheck.
I'm not like that. I'm not.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
the problem with everybody else. Everybody else is transactional and soulless. I'm willing to die for my aesthetic.
Hey, wait a second. This is technically
Die.
I'm willing to die for my aesthetic.
technically, Eric. I mean, this is your show. It's the Von Hessler Doctrine.
Whoa,
but you've
whoa,
got
whoa, whoa, whoa.
You've got all of our
Technically.
you've got all of our names
Oh,
on
stop.
it.
Well,
The doctrinaires are your co-writers, is what Jared's trying to
That's right.
say.
Thank you, Nick.
first of
Yeah.
all, the idea
ding,
that
ding.
this is technically my show. I push back on that.
Well, the
Did you hear that
consultants
when I
run
went.
Well, the
And
consultants
then I'm
run.
pushing back.
Well, you are a songwriter. You wrote a hit Christmas song.
I did.
Christmas
I wrote.
Yeah.
is
It's
my kind of Christmas.
We got to get that in front of somebody real to. That could be mailbox money. Once that takes
Yeah.
off, you get a Christmas song, you're set. That's once
Send
a
it
year.
To, send it to Mariah Carey.
I don't see
Maybe
it as
she'll
her
send
type of thing.
Now send it to Noddy Holder of formerly
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Slade.
He's got it. It's got to be somebody who doesn't have a Christmas song.
Oh, Noddy Holder
They
does.
need a Christmas song.
Who needs a
Marilyn
Christmas
Manson.
song?
He needs a good Christmas song.
Christmas.
We're laying down on that one, or I am, because I think I could make some money off of that. It's well done. I got to give a couple bucks to Chris Chandler because he arranged the music, but most of it's going to go to me. I mean, I sat there and wrote the
60.
damn thing. Yeah, I talked to
40.
Chandler.
Wait a second, the
80,
elves
20.
in there. Tina and Randy O are elves in there. They deserve some money.
They were just on the video.
Me and
They
Randy.
were
Oh,
lip
video isn't
syncing.
gonna
They
make
are
money?
actually in.
I
they're-
performed it.
They're the carolers.
You performed a cover
I
version.
know. I get performance royalties, surely.
Absolutely,
For
he
the
does.
I
cover
did
version.
something too.
I could
For
do.
the cover version.
Tim
Hold
Andrews
on.
sat outside and smoked a cigarette while you were doing it.
Yeah, and he
I
told me
think.
it'll never work, kid.
That was quiet
This
support.
ain't nothing, son. This ain't gonna work. I'm here to tell you that your Christmas baby is ugly.
So Randy and Christina they were on the actual.
I did something too.
They're on the actual. I don't remember that. They're on the actual
I don't
recording.
remember
They
the chorus
are?
either.
They are in. They're the part that.
If it's raining, well, that's
yeah,
them.
Yes, they're the caroling elves, I believe.
All I know is I remember I did not work out how we were going to do that on video, although I had this idea in my head. It was while David Byrne was doing that tour a few years ago. And so I was really into like, well, I'll hand something to somebody and then it'll go to them and it'll go to the other person and whatever. And so my big idea was that Randy and Christina are hiding behind the podium. And then when that part of the song, which we were doing, we were sort of lip syncing to, when that part came up, they would both appear from each side of the podium and be to each side of myself. And then later on, I saw that I was so close to the camera, you couldn't see anything behind me, so it just didn't matter.
You were blocking out the
I
sun.
was blocking them out.
Yeah.
So it just didn't work. You
You can workshop it.
Thanks for bringing it up. It's
for your-
been bothering me for the last 10 years.
for the next
however
Christmas
long
song.
ago it was.
For the next Christmas song that you do, just have a podium and have people jumping from it.
Yeah. Well,
to
I'll
fulfill
sing
it.
from behind the podium.
Oh, that'll
then when they
work too.
jump out.
Well,
I don't. Nobody has 2 Christmas songs. Nobody does that. That's idiotic.
You could be the first.
no, you're right.
Has anybody come out with a? No one's.
Elton
Once you
John's
have one,
only got one.
that one's done. I love Elton John, but is that the worst song?
Step
he's-
into
his
Christmas.
entire catalog. Does he have a worse song in his catalog than that song?
Oh, yeah, he does.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't like that Crocodile Rock that much.
Oh, get out of
Big one, a
here!
big hit, though.
Turn her down.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what she's talking about.
That's a
Blasphemy.
great song.
Next, you're going to say you don't like "I'm Still Standing" from the '80s. Massive hit. I'm kidding.
It's okay.
Not my
I know.
favorite.
How about
Period.
Can You Feel the Whatever tonight? That was-
that's
Can
pretty
you
boring, too.
feel the love
Oh,
tonight?
that's from Lion King.
Yeah, I
That's a
know.
classic.
He was. At that point, you're just like, oh, Elton, you got to hit the 90s.
He re-released that when he
You know?
met George Michael, though. Sir Elton John.
Did he?
Yeah, Can You Feel the Love
No.
Tonight, George Michael?
Dirges.
Someone. What was the one that he did with George Michael?
Well, they redid
The
didn't
sun
they,
one.
did-
Don't let the
Don't
sun
let
go
the
down
sun
on
get
my.
on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't let your.
Hey, it's a
Hey,
family show.
What is going
What?
on?
And
I
that
didn't
is an
say it
old
was.
joke. This is a
Who?
family show, and that's an
Where?
old joke.
You know
so
why?
It's 10 minutes in
Yeah.
the penalty box for
it's-
Autumn Fisher.
Never.
Because you got her revved up with that whole regular taking care
I
of her.
know you don't want to get her revved up.
No.
How come Michael Jackson got a speeding ticket on the way to Kmart?
Oh, great.
That's what we're gonna do from now on. Just
old jokes?
just setups.
Yeah, just
for
setups.
punchlines.
Yes,
that We
yes.
can't. The FCC
Yes.
or even our own
It's a good
personal morality
Why not?
won't allow us. Why not? Hey, look, I'm bringing it up there. Go dig them up.
Yeah, be
Dig up
careful.
the-
Be careful with that blurred line between what's right and wrong
Well,
with
it's
the
just
FCC.
setups. It's just setups. It's just setups.
Everybody else can finish.
They got to be the
it, and then it's like it
punchlines
was
too.
said.
You know.
Yeah.
Or sometimes the setup is where the problem is, and so you have to just give the punchline. I'm thinking of one right now that I still don't have the courage to do.
The
But it would
punchline
have
or-
to go the other way. The punchline would have to be the setup remain silent, and the punchline you would go.
Okay. So you
Can you draw
can't say
like a
the
graph?
punchline?
Can you draw
Huh?
like a graph for this? I'm not really sure. I'm not
Well,
following.
listen, I'm going to have it available in
Do a
my
study.
new book, How to Tell Jokes Without Telling Jokes, by Eric Von Hessler.
How to not tell
Not
jokes.
as easy. It's not as easy as How to Not Tell Jokes by Eric Von Hessler. It's not as easy as you think. You need an expert.
I
Take
can
your
see
hand.
I can see the commercial for this. Like, if you thought you knew how to not tell jokes, well, here's the book for you.
You need
Are you
my
tired of getting fined by the FCC for
Yes.
telling jokes that are inappropriate for air?
Bring in Eric Von Hessler. He
Are you
knows what he's
on
doing.
your 5th radio job this year because you got fired so many times?
All right, now we're going to take a break because I actually have to plug everything in for the first time for this show because I had no way to do that earlier, but I'm not. All right, now that that's we could but I'm not upset about it. I'm completely over it. Why are you looking at me like that?
Get any size air conditioner for $69.99 a month, 0 down, an unbeatable lifetime warranty, and ask about clean air upgrades. Visit reliableair.com to book your free estimate today.
Most financial advisors only manage your money. They refer you out for taxes. They refer you out for estate planning. They refer you out when things get complicated. Did they really vet that person? Or did they meet once, exchange business cards, and call it a partnership? A referral isn't accountability. It's a handoff. When your investments, taxes, and estate plan are built separately, gaps happen, and those can cost money. At Trajan, we didn't build a referral network. We built a family office for all. Wealth, tax, estate. One team delivering coordinated planning once reserved for the ultra-wealthy. If you want real coordination and not just introductions, call Trajan Wealth today. Call Trajan today at 404-208-3300. That's 404-208-3300.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Hi, it's Dale from TrustDale.com. I've trusted America's Best Choice for more than a decade for windows, doors, siding, decks, and roofing. Their exclusive 3-way warranty, including my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, protects you if something goes wrong. wrong. Thanks, Dale. At America's Best Choice, we deliver the best exterior solutions that provide long-term value for your home. Schedule your free in-home estimate now at abcwin.com. No pressure, no gimmicks. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's love lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Priority Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Priority Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. Take control of your love life. Call now. 404-885-8885.
There's a difference between a backyard and a space you never want to leave. At Ben Hill Renovations, they design and build outdoor living spaces that feel like your own private retreat. Custom pools, outdoor kitchens, and patios, all crafted with a level of detail that only comes from 60 years of experience.
Hey, it's Robbie with Ben Hill Renovations. Let us create the outdoor living space of your dreams that fits within your budget.
Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's news and talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top story, it is happening now. King Charles on Capitol Hill.
Members of Congress, I have the high privilege and distinct honor of presenting to you His Majesty Charles III.
After that introduction from the House Speaker, the King addresses a joint meeting of Congress.
Today, I am here on this great occasion in the life of our nations to express the highest regard and friendship of the British people to the people of the United States.
This is a rare occasion. Queen Elizabeth is the only other British monarch to address a joint meeting of Congress when she visited the U.S. in 1991. Thanks to the rain, firefighters make some progress battling wildfires in South Georgia.
You got to stay vigilant here, but they've done a great job taking advantage of a good weather day yesterday, and the team here was telling us that they had a good day on the ground yesterday.
However, Governor Kemp warns there's still a long way to go. The Pineland fire has now burned over 32,000 acres and is 23% contained. The Highway 82 fire in Brantley County has consumed 22,000 acres and is about 1/3 contained. An arson suspect is now accused of starting 15 brush fires over a few hours in DeKalb County. CEO Lorraine Cochran-Johnson says they were able to quickly identify the suspect.
We're very thankful for the quick action of residents who alerted us to the initial fire, and within a matter of hours, we were quickly able to determine that we were dealing with an arsonist and intentional fires.
They believe the suspect, 37-year-old Wasim Mahid, was acting alone. Chocolate lovers, listen up. Ghirardelli issues a voluntary recall of certain powdered beverage mixes. The milk powder may be contaminated with salmonella. Ghirardelli is pulling the impacted mixes from warehouses and urging customers and consumers not to use the mix out of an abundance of caution. It is 3:32. Time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Here is Alex Williams.
Well, good news in Cobb County, Bill. That crash, 75 northbound, north of Windy Hill. It got cleared off to the side, but it did a number on 285 before that. 285 northbound, the inner loop is slow, leaving South Cobb Drive. You're going to stay on and off the brakes up to I-75 there near Truist Park. And 285 westbound's gotten a tad slower earlier than usual there through Sandy Springs. Heads up over into Cobb County, still working this crash in the right lane of the 285 northbound outer loop ramp to I-85. That's got you on the brake lights back into Clarkston from Highway 78 to Stone Mountain Freeway. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Heavy rain and thunderstorms will taper off later on this afternoon. High 75, lows tonight in the upper 50s. Another round of thunderstorms for late tonight into early tomorrow morning. Drying out tomorrow afternoon, highs in the mid-70s.
Right now, 64 in Conyers and Kennesaw, 62 in McDonough. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia Power is here to help businesses save with quick efficiency tips, like converting exit signs and other lights to LEDs and scheduling yearly building inspections now so you can find ways to save right away. We're here for you so you can be there for your community. Visit georgiapower.com to get started.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate has always made selling your home easy, and we've updated our program to keep the most money in your pocket. First, we give you a guaranteed cash offer on your home, and you receive the cash up front immediately. We then set your list price, we put it on the market, and if we sell it for more than we gave you up front, we'll give you the difference back in cash. It's absolutely no risk to you, only upside. Why would you do business with anybody else? It's the absolute best way to sell your home in today's market.
Why is Channel 2 Action News Georgia's #1 morning news? Unmatched coverage of local breaking news. First on the scene, working sources, getting the facts, and showing you the impact. Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30.
I'm Channel 2's George Estevez. When stories break, they unfold in real time. We have multiple reporters live in your neighborhood, so when it matters most, you know how it affects your family. Channel 2 Action News every day at 4, 5, and 6.
Hey, this is that Rick Jackson spot.
Too often, criminal illegals commit sick, violent crimes. Do that when I'm governor, and you'll end up deported or departed.
Dang. I know, right?
What do you have, sugar? I'll take the meatloaf and Rick Jackson for governor.
He's something, ain't he?
He's tough.
Yeah, no tolerance for criminal illegals, no DEI.
No covering up for do-nothing career politicians either.
You know, Jackson came from nothing and built one of the biggest businesses in Georgia.
Now he wants to cut the income tax in half and freeze property taxes.
Yeah, but not for deadbeats.
Listen, I love this part.
No more free rides for people who refuse to work. You want to sit on your butt, binge watch Netflix, and scarf down Cheetos? Do it with your own money.
Be still my heart.
Bingo.
Amen to that.
Rick Jackson for Georgia, not a career politician. Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
All right, we'll get to that at 4. We only have English Nick for a half hour. English Nick is here.
Yeah.
He does the Toodle Pips for us.
I pip the Toodles.
He pips the Toodles, or he toodles the Pips. It's you know.
Unlike what Gladys did with the Pips.
No,
completely
no.
different.
Tootling the Pips means
What
that
did she do with
no. Well,
she sang with him.
She sang with him.
Yeah.
He tootled the Pips, which means he was in charge of wardrobe.
I see.
They had to be tootled before the big show. Why am I standing? I need to sit
Arguments, lots of arguments about what they should wear on a daily basis. I had
Sure.
to help out with that. You know.
Well,
not
it would have been
easy.
worse with the Shy Lights. I don't know if you know about their act, but the clothing's very important.
The Shy Lights?
Shy Lights. You know the Shy Lights?
No, Shy Lights.
They were fantastic in the 70s.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe they're still going. You know. So,
Give
isn't
us
there
a little
some
sample of one of their hits.
that love song? And I'm not good singing. You did. I'm blanking right now. The love song. Huge hit. They had more than one hit.
Oh, girl, I'd be in trouble if you left me now.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, that one.
But they used to appear on the Midnight Special all the time.
Have you seen
they would
her?
have that one. That's the one I was thinking of. Have you seen her?
Have you seen
See, I think I thought they were called the Chillites.
They're I think they're from
Chillites.
Chicago. I think it's the
Chillites.
Shy Lights. Sometimes I used to say Chai Lights.
Oh, that makes
I think
sense.
that was wrong. I think it's Shy Lights, I think. But anyway, sartorially, they were fantastic. They would all kind of dress the same. And there was one Midnight Special appearance where I believe they all had large green felt bow ties.
Nice.
But a hell of a... Now, there might be a version of them still around. There's still... I mean, Kool and the Gang still tours, don't they? I mean,
Yeah,
if
just
they
like
didn't,
no original members, stuff like that.
I don't know. I don't know if it's like Foreigner.
I did see that Earth, Wind, and Fire are still touring. They're coming with Lionel Richie to the Amerisbank Amphitheater soon.
They're opening for Lionel Richie?
I believe so.
Isn't that interesting? Because he used to be in the Commodores, and they were kind of like competitors. Yeah, excuse me?
They are still touring and performing as
Shy
of
Lights or-
2026 in the 70s Soul Jam Tour.
Awesome. I don't care who's up there. Just sing those songs that are great.
Give us the hits.
Anyway, now that we've explained what you do for
Yes.
a living,
Yeah,
toodle a pip for us.
I wouldn't say I do this for a living. That's a stretch.
I mean, here.
We're all talking to each other less than we did a decade ago. This is according to WSJ.com, their health section.
Yeah, I saw this story and
texting, online ordering.
No, it's more
AirPods.
It's more of the social media stuff, the technology. People don't talk to each other anymore, and then you lose the ability after a while
to do it.
And then if you're born into it, like my grandkids, which I really worry about, who are 4 and 2 right now, they're never going to know a world where people looked each other in the eye and did a lot of communicating that way. So we lose, we less and less each year.
Yeah.
We actually have small talk with each other, or any kind of talk, or everything's done through text. Everything's done through I don't know, watch me play a game on Twitch, and I'll.
I gotta say, the 9-year-old.
If you're a super fan and you give me $10, I'll talk to you.
I'm gonna call her my stepdaughter because she's gonna be that once I
Yes,
type
she
them off.
is. There you go.
The 9-year-old in our house, like I'll catch her in conversations with her friends when she sees them out and stuff, and these are in-depth conversations that she's having about her family and stuff. Like they're talking.
Yeah.
They're talking.
That's anecdotal.
My kids are also talking.
Well, that's anecdotal. Because if you look at the overall evidence, what we're trying to say is good for them. They're going to run out of people to talk to at some point. Because if you look at the studies they're doing, because it's interesting because they know like the number of words. We've dropped like 90 words a day or something, and then it keeps on going further and further.
Do they not talk on the phone anymore, kids? Because when I was a teenager,
I think it's supposed to be texting.
I loved talking on the phone.
Or
My mom,
voice
I talked for like an
messages.
hour with a friend of mine.
Yeah.
I was a big phone talker too.
I never was. I was
No?
never a big phone talker. I mean, unless I was talking to a girl who desperately wanted to get me off the phone. As a teenager.
Then you were like, oh, I love talking on the phone.
I love talking on the phone with you. I just how many times? Hey, take a hint, Eric. She said, anyway, 3 minutes ago.
I'm really tired.
Yeah.
But now I can't. I just the only time I ever have a long conversation with somebody is if I just haven't seen them in a very long time and they don't live near me. And even then, I was thinking about it. My buddy T. Sean, we hadn't talked to each other in years. Oh, well, a good long time. And so we had a conversation. It went on for like 20, 25 minutes. And I hate conversations on the cell phone. After it was over, I thought, I think I'm just going to get a landline just so when I have to talk to him. Because it's so impersonal. And the cells going in, where my house is not good for the coverage. And how can you have a conversation where there's always this sort of hesitance and what was that again?
Yeah, when the phone's cutting out, that's annoying. But try talking on speakerphone. Like go down in your basement by yourself. Speakerphone's worse.
I hate
What's
it.
wrong?
I hate that.
Oh,
If I'm on my
speakerphone speaking is the best.
If I'm on my speakerphone, I'm in the car. That's it.
That's fine too.
That's it. No, I'm not going to talk on speakerphone like I'm some reality show
But you're not.
bitch.
You're
walking around.
You're in your basement
walking
by
around
yourself.
Trader Joe's with my phone flat in my hand.
In
Yeah,
public.
well, that's the thing. And I told him that if he did this or that, or else you get the business guy who wants you to know he's so successful. Yeah, well, you just tell her I want it on my desk by Friday. Hey, man, I'm buying cantaloupes over here. I don't need to listen to your stupid conversation.
Yeah, I know what Jared's saying. When you're in the privacy of your own home.
Thank you, Nick.
And the speakerphone's on.
I think
that's
it's fine.
different.
If you
I
want to
want
get
that
that
heavy
personal.
headset. The heavy headset where you can hear yourself in it.
That's the thing. We talked about
that
this
was
before.
really nice.
Yes.
The landline had that thing where you heard a little bit of your voice
Yes.
was fed back into your ear, and a little bit of their voice was fed back into their ear, and so it felt more conversational. And there's nothing I can do about any of this stuff except be an old man and gripe.
Most of the phones you had to hold, right? You couldn't be doing other things at the same
Yeah,
time.
well,
You put it on your.
They had that
your
shoulder
They had that
attachment.
shoulder thing, you know.
Oh, that's
so
right.
your mom could I was going to say something. It seems misogynist now, but I got to break it to you. Sometimes my mom did do the dishes, so I did see her.
vacuuming, right?
Well, you could do the
Vacuuming while on the
is going to be
phone.
so loud you won't be able to hear a thing.
Oh, my mom was the queen of being on the cordless phone, cordless landline, and then vacuuming at the same time.
That's
She was
crazy.
the queen
She
of
must have
that.
been yelling into the phone.
She probably
what? Are you in a wind tunnel? Should I call you back?
And I told them that we had run out of bologna, but they still asked for it.
So whatever. What's new? The social media, the smartphone, it's killing everything, and that's just another example. It's killing everything that was. Maybe the next thing will be better. I don't know.
Makes porn easier though. There are some pluses.
That's another thing. Kids are doing that on their phones.
Yes.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I used to have a nice large magazine
You
that was,
don't like
that
the
was
kids
buried,
having access to it.
buried in a forest somewhere. You had to work for it, damn it.
Somebody used it before you.
Wow, you think somebody in
Ew.
Houston?
Oh.
I'm sure that it was sterilized.
Mummy, why are those magazines at the lay-by down the road?
Yes.
Well, Nicholas.
And why do all the pages stick together?
Well, it rained.
That's right. It does rain.
That magazine told a story.
It certainly did.
Yeah, it did. Your son needs help. Here's the clues.
Out in the woods.
So crazy.
That'll never come back. That'll never come back. That part of a young man's life and will never come back. The old mid-teens out in the forest. Hey, did you see it? I saw it. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, we're men. Yeah, we looked at that. We're men.
Let's wrap this up and put it in the roots.
Let's talk to each other like we're men now.
Yeah.
We know that we've all seen the magazine. Of course, we are men.
They like it when you do it that way.
Yeah,
Let's bring
start giving each other. Well, yeah, you know what I do.
Yeah.
It's just a little extra thing you do.
Let's bring the matches next time and burn that magazine because I think it's all been.
I don't even know that you could light it on fire.
Exactly.
I don't know. So the king, he spoke to Congress. Did he say anything interesting? Probably not. You know, Congress is very busy this week. They got a lot of crap
because they've been off for a while, right?
But then in this 1 week, they got a lot of, and it's really kind of a pain that they had to stop down for several hours for the king to give a speech.
You must pass the SAVE Act.
Trump was very
President
complimentary.
Trump is the best,
I love
most
him.
wonderful, greatest. What if he gave a speech that could have been given by Hegseth?
In this country, you have to reiterate the fact that you negotiate with bums.
With bums.
Bums.
Trump was being
Negotiate with bums?
Well,
What are you
that too.
negotiating with a bum for?
No, push them
Well,
in
your
the
bum
Thames.
is different than our bums.
I push them in
Bottoms,
the Thames.
if you will.
Oh, really? You push your homeless into the
Thames.
Yeah, okay, that's a policy.
Yes.
Earlier, I caught a bit of Trump's speech. He was being very playful and very nice.
He loves
to
royalty. There's two things Trump loves. He loves billionaires and he loves royalty. He loves people who are at the very, 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 very top of status. He worships status. So, and he loved the Queen. I mean,
Yeah.
it was like a big deal. Oh, this is the little joke about how
British mom.
about his mom had a thing for Charles.
She really did love the family, but I also remember her saying very clearly, Charles, look, young Charles, he's so cute. It's my mother. My mother had a crush on Charles. Can you believe it? Amazing how, I wonder what she's thinking right now.
Let's go up to what she's thinking right now. They elected him again?
Sorry, ma. I told you.
Here's a good question. Is that the first time he's brought up his mother in two?
I think so.
His father, you hear about all the time. I'd like to, I don't know if he could.
I think he brought them up when he talked about how they raised him and stuff like that.
Yeah, but he specifically talks about his father a lot. I'm sure this isn't the first time, but it's the first time I can remember him telling a story about his mother.
You know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our triple team traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is at 5.
WSB's A Grand for Gas.
From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
Summer is almost here, and let's be real, your house looks like it's been hiding under a pile of pollen, doesn't it? Just like mine in that dirty driveway. Ooh, not fooling anybody either. That's why I called Wise Guys Pro Wash. They gave me a quote, showed up the next day, and bam, clean house, sparkling patio, and a deck I actually want to sit on. With more than 2,000 five-star Google reviews, Wise Guys is the only company I trust to get my home summer ready. Mention me, Chris Chandler, and get $70 off your next service. Book now at wiseguysprowash.com.
Okay,
Let me give you a little insight into the mind of a garage door technician. Technicians like to fix stuff. It gives us that fluttery, giddy feeling no man would ever admit he totally loves to feel. And if you make us just replace something broken with a new one, we're crushed. Do you know what it's like to get all this training and years of experience just to have someone ask you to throw away a door that could totally be fixed and replace the whole thing with a new one? Ugh. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. A salesman has one job, sell you a new door. If their hands aren't dirty, they're salespeople, not technicians. Our job is to fix what we find. Open it up, figure it out, show you what's wrong, and give you all your options. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and let us show you what we can do.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Running a small business means juggling a lot. Your network has to handle it all. That's where a fiber-only provider falls short. You need a partner who gives you a greater advantage. Introducing the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A first-ever combination of the largest, fastest fiber-powered network, the most reliable Wi-Fi, gig speeds with equipment and security included, and a 5-year price lock. Plus, it's all backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. The Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A new standard for small business with reliability, security, and savings in one. Switch today. Get started with a great offer as low as $60 a month. When you add it all up, no one does business like Comcast Business.
Offer ends 6/1/26. New customers only. Requires 300 megabits per second internet and security edge. 1-year agreement, eco-bill, and autopay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
Here's how to make this Mother's Day memorable with a gift of fine jewelry from Terra Fine Jewelry Company. The latest styles, brilliant diamonds, luxurious timepieces, all with Terra's legendary customer service to help you pick the perfect gift for the mom in your life. Just 3 miles from the Mall of Georgia in Beaufort.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty, that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
When the dollar's convertibility into gold ended in 1971, gold was fixed at $35 an ounce. Fast forward to today, and the U.S. dollar has lost over 85% of its purchasing power. Meanwhile, gold has increased in value by over 12,000%. Central banks are buying gold at record levels. Major firms are holding significant positions in gold. And I choose to buy gold from Birch Gold Group. It's Dan Bongino, and it all starts with education. Birch Gold just announced their Learn and Earn Precious Metals event. This free online event rewards you for learning the basics of investing in precious metals. Sign up to get free silver on your next purchase if you qualify. And you can get even larger incentives as you go. The more you learn, the more you can earn. But act now. This special event only runs through April 30th. So text my name, Dan, to the number 989898 to join Birch Gold's Learn and Earn Precious Metals event by April 30th. Text Dan to 989898 today. Message and data rates may apply.
All right, English Nick.
All right, American Eric.
What is next in the Toodle Pips?
This is from loudwire.com. Anthony Kiedis, who is the singer of the Chili Peppers, his girlfriend pens a column defending and explaining their significant age gap relationship. He's 63, she's 30.
Okay, that's a little bit. That's a couple of years.
Yeah, that's a few.
It's a couple of years.
But she said that, she prefers dating the older men over the men of her own age because they don't know what they're
doing.
doing.
Have wisdom. Number one, she said it's.
She said he's got
it's
not
his
because
she has
together.
daddy issues. It
and
has nothing to do with
you know
her
what?
dad.
That's what she wrote. She said it's unfair that everybody says that must be true.
Well,
and she's saying that that's not true in her case. She's dated many people that were younger, but she likes now dating older men because she likes what she gets from them. Now, here's the thing. I take her at her word. But, we all know what Anthony Kiedis is in it for.
Yeah, she's really cool, man. She likes what I like. I think she's pretty awesome.
Her name is Eileen Kelly, by the way. Let's give her.
Is she a singer or an influencer? She's an influencer.
She's a podcaster, social media personality.
Yeah, you see that
writer.
sort of thing. But then, she's a podcaster. But, how big is the audience? I could be a podcaster. Anybody could be a podcaster. As long as you listen to your podcast, you've got an audience of one at least. So, they just throw that out there, like podcaster.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's just like anything else. Radio personality is like, well, where? You know,
Yeah. Is it a hobby?
Is it?
Or
Yeah.
what is it?
Yeah. Is she known? Like, do people get done with Rogan and go, okay, now I got to get the next
Eileen. Where you at, girl?
Wherever.
What is she up to? I cannot wait to find out.
She is no filter.
Mrs.
Let me tell
Kiedis.
you.
Mrs. Kiedis.
No, they're not married. I don't believe, are they?
Nah, but maybe at some
No.
point.
By the way, he looks good for 63. You have to
He
admit.
dyes his mustache. That's,
Okay.
Come
Yeah,
on.
he dyes his mustache. He's a rock
Don't
star.
dye your facial hair.
He's a rock star. Oh, you think it's okay to dye your other
Yeah.
hair? Not the facial
The
hair.
facial hair, just you can
What
tell.
about downstairs? Can you dye that?
If you're doing that, you got problems. Because you got to sit under the lamp.
Yeah.
Take the foils out.
Yeah.
I have a
Could be
balayage
fun.
on my pubes.
How do you know so much about this?
He's looked into it.
I worked at a salon. You know that.
Hey.
Sounded like Dr. Joe there for a moment.
Hey, I worked at a salon. It was all natural. The dye was great. We used oranges.
Well, it's kind of like the Bill Belichick thing, and Autumn's against it. I know that. I know that she doesn't like it. What do you
listen,
think
we
the year?
don't-
What do you would you say? It's like 15 years. What would you say? Is that the limit?
I mean, 15 is still a whole lot.
I was
especially
trying to be
I'm in
safe with Greg
I'm in a
Russ. Where's
20
he?
I'm in 20 years. I have a 20-year difference.
That's a lot.
Okay. And you
But
would,
you've met
and
Kristen.
and you would never say that you would never because you know them, and it becomes like, oh, I know them, so
Autumn
that's
has-
that's cool.
She has every right to feel how she wants to feel, Eric.
Yeah. Well, let's find out how she feels before you give away an invitation to your wedding.
I was going to say, should I bother inviting Autumn? No.
I love it.
I was just thinking. I was just thinking that.
I could hear Autumn like you didn't really hear it, but I heard like brakes screeching on the road a moment because she was kind of going, and then all of a sudden your name came up, and it was
Well,
like,
now
oh,
listen.
it's not always bad.
Listen, that is true. So this is the problem, right, with having strong opinions,
Yes.
right? Is that you end up being put into a corner, and you're right. There for
Right.
this feels different, but also
But if you knew these two and
there's
you
not
went
like a huge power difference either.
right,
It's not like you
Yeah,
know,
next to bottom.
Can I just say, Kristen always listens to the show when I'm on.
Yeah.
While she's at work, and she
Autumn's aware of that.
She just said,
she's like, have it.
no, I'm being honest.
No,
This
no,
is
no,
what
no,
happens,
I know you
right?
are.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're right that if I didn't know anything about you two,
Yep.
You would judge.
I probably would think like that's weird. But the fact, when we're talking about like Anthony Kiedis and Bill Belichick, that power difference does make a difference. I think.
I just got a text that said,
But isn't that power difference there? Let's say, hold on one second. I want to
Gotta get to this.
Isn't that power difference there also if you're 32 and you marry a 37-year-old billionaire and your background
Yes.
is basically poverty? I mean, there's a lot of these kind of ways that
There
there can
is,
be.
but that is one element instead of this other giant element being added to that.
Yeah. But hey, listen, I tell you this: Anthony Kiedis and Bill Belichick are having a boatload of fun.
I'm sure
I can
they
tell
are.
you.
What did
All right, what
Kristen
did Kristen say?
Kristen said, I have daddy issues, but that's not why I'm with you.
Yeah, and that's true. Like, hey, and that's
Laughing,
that's the
crying
thing, too.
emoji.
You can have daddy issues and find someone older. And if you've done the work that's making it so like you're not the only reason why you're with them is to like work out your daddy issues, that's a problem. But if
Everyone knows that this show is all about one thing. Eric Von Hessler working out his daddy issues. So we all,
It's been a long road for you.
yeah, we do. We all do it in a different way.
Nick, be careful inviting her because when the preacher comes up and says, "Hey, does anybody object?" Autumn Fisher's going to raise her hand.
I have daddy issues.
English Nick, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you, Crystalline. Have a great, great week.
My wake-up call came 3 years ago. Like many of you out there, I was savoring some time with my parents. It's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. I remember we were preparing a meal, and I saw my dad struggling with a boiling pot on the stove. That was the moment I knew I had to get into action on the home care options for my parents. Have you seen some red flags recently with your folks? Like them struggling with day-to-day tasks, being a little confused, having trouble remembering to take their meds. If your aging parents are showing signs, but they want to age in place in the comfort of their homes, please Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta and request a consultative call. It's free and it's a crucial step towards your parents getting what they want and need, allowing you, the child, to do your role and just love them. Google Four Seasons Home Care. That's Four Seasons Home Care.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Selling your home doesn't have to take over your life. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. With Orchard, it's all about convenience. You get cash up front from your current home so you can buy your next one first. No waiting, no juggling deadlines, no trying to line everything up just right. You move when it's convenient for you. Then Orchard handles the rest. Repairs, upgrades, staging, marketing, everything needed to get your old home sold for top dollar. No constant showings, no last-minute cleanups, no rearranging your schedule around buyers. And when your home sells, you get the proceeds. That's your second payout. It's one streamlined process designed to make your move easier from start to finish. You don't have to manage every step. You don't have to stress over the details. You just move forward. Start with a free home valuation today at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by QC Kinetics. Our top story, a rare moment on Capitol Hill.
I would like, if I may, to take this opportunity to express my particular gratitude to you all for the great honor of addressing this joint meeting of Congress.
King Charles becomes just the second British monarch to address a joint meeting of Congress. His mother, Queen Elizabeth, was the last to appear on Capitol Hill in 1991. King Charles condemns last weekend's attempt to attack the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Let me say with unshakable resolve, such acts of violence will never succeed.
King Charles and Queen Camilla will be the guests of honor at a White House state dinner tonight. It is 68 degrees now in Atlanta, and we are not done with the rain. When does round 2 arrive? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. A little bit of progress fighting South Georgia wildfires. Governor Kemp gets a first-hand update today.
The governor says he's grateful for the rain the state has received, but it's not enough to solve the current state of the state, with 80 fires breaking out since Sunday alone.
A little bit of rain is going to help us, but it's not going to get us out of this situation, and we're going to be dealing with this for quite a while.
He implemented a statewide burn ban in order to keep crews focused on the big fires, not having to stop and fight smaller breakouts. Kim says he's also thankful for the assistance of firefighters from as far away as Colorado and Idaho who have come to Georgia to help. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
A 37-year-old man is facing charges after he's accused of setting at least 15 fires in DeKalb County.
It's not clear why the suspect chose to set the fires, but DeKalb County CEO Lorraine Cochran-Johnson says it could have been much worse if firefighters hadn't responded in a quick and coordinated way.
At this moment, we are extremely confident that we have the proper individual in custody. and there is no need to be fearful.
Police say video footage in the area helped them to identify the suspect, who is in custody and charged with third-degree arson. In DeKalb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Gwinnett County firefighters respond to a garage fire on Teresa Court in Tucker caused by a lightning strike. The garage is detached and crews were able to put out the fire to prevent it from spreading to the main house. The damage to the garage is considered a total loss. No injuries are reported. Former FBI Director James Comey is indicted for a second time. The Justice Department says a social media photo of seashells arranged on a beach constituted a threat against President Trump. Legal analyst Lori Levinson says that may be a stretch.
What we don't know yet is what the underlying evidence was and whether this is an attempt to misinterpret what was posted on social media, or whether they have some direct evidence of Comey's intent.
Last year, the DOJ charged Comey for allegedly lying to Congress. A federal judge later dismissed the case. A new CDC study is one of the first to look at high blood pressure in younger veterans.
The study finds nearly half of men and women veterans post 9/11 had high blood pressure.
Average age of these veterans at the time of the study was about 33 years of age.
The CDC's Tiffany Chang says men were more likely than women to have high blood pressure, but more women were likely to go undiagnosed.
We know that the earlier that high blood pressure is prevented, recognized, and treated, the earlier that individuals can take steps to lead a heart-healthy lifestyle.
She says veterans have higher rates of certain risk factors like post-traumatic stress disorder and direct combat exposure. She says early prevention is key. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Gas prices in the U.S. are now at their highest level in 4 years.
AAA says the average price for a gallon of regular gasoline is now $4.18. AAA says with the busy travel season just weeks away, the prices are likely to climb and hurt people's vacation plans. Some are considering staycations.
Correspondent Allison Keyes reports the price of crude oil is more than 40% higher than it was before the war with Iran started. Consumer confidence is edging higher. The Conference Board reports its confidence index rose 0.6 of a point in April compared to the month before. The board's chief economist notes little overall change despite concerns about rising gas prices due to the war in the Middle East. It is now 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now it's live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
And Bill, watching this crash on the 285 northbound outer loop ramp to I-85. That's exit 33 in DeKalb County. They got it to the right shoulder. The ramp is completely back open, but still a slow ride behind it all the way back to Church Street. We're going to hope those delays start to improve now that all lanes on that ramp are open. 285 southbound, the inner loop, that's just all volume filling in, leaving I-85 through Tucker and Clarkston. On the west side inner loop, it's been slow. 285 northbound through Smyrna and Vinings, getting up to I-75 due to earlier trouble that's cleared out of the roadway on 75 north. And 285 southbound, that's crowded as well from South Atlanta Road exit 16 down to I-20, the West Freeway. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Cloudy skies for the rest of this evening. Lows tonight settling to the upper 50s, low 60s. Another round of heavy rain and thunderstorms will arrive just before midnight, moving through the metro region early tomorrow morning, then tapering off tomorrow afternoon. Staying cool with highs in the upper 60s to mid 70s for Wednesday. Another chance for rain showers arrives early Thursday morning.
Right now it's 67 in Roswell, 65 in Union City, and 62 in Snellville. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. And what a treat, what a surprise. Usually, Wes Moss walks in like 20 seconds before we go on, or maybe we'll start talking for a couple of minutes and he'll walk in. But he got here like 3 minutes ago. Is he ready to go with his headphones? And no,
that's my fault.
However,
of course.
But he is here. You working out? What's going on with you? Look like you're losing some weight there.
You're always hitting on Wes Moss.
I'm
always trying to.
I am simply.
Every time you come in, like,
I do.
You're
I actually work out.
so good. You never age. What's wrong with you?
I try
Would you sit on my
3
lap?
days a week.
Well, Autumn, you used to come in more. Perhaps you get the same treatment.
Autumn pointed out, Wes, I know you don't have your headphones in yet. Autumn pointed out that Eric always hits on you when you come in here.
Oh, is that what that's called?
Yeah. He calls it hitting on you. You should call it.
You know what? He's just like a positive hype man.
That's what I am.
People
I'm a positive
might want to actually
hype
hire
man.
him for just personal development, growth,
like
and
maybe the
hype,
Hawks?
because I think it's good for people's psyche.
That's Jared.
In fact, you can get a package deal for if you buy 10 hours
Yes.
of EVH time, you get a 25% discount.
Absolutely.
on
but
the-
not for you. You always get a discount. Walking around looking like that.
Think about this: when you play, if you're a golfer and you play with somebody who's a scouring golfer, which I would never play with anyway.
Yeah.
You want to be with somebody who is hyping you up.
That's
like,
right.
That was a great shot.
Great shot.
Oh, well, you must be
He's
working
not
on your
saying-
game.
Nice ass.
He's not telling you that you do great work. He's saying,
Yes, he
"Oh,
is.
God, I
Yeah,
I
that's what
tell
he's
you,
really
doing great
saying.
work. I see somebody who is working out and making their body svelte.
Just
something
for
that
you.
someone else would want, and I say to myself, I want to compliment that
I'm
man.
just trying to practice what I preach.
You know
which
what
is
it was?
hard to do.
Autumn, it was a little strange. I did walk in here, and Eric was like, "Good game." Gave Wes a little tap on the behind.
He did. You know what? You got
His pants get tighter every week. You know he did. not do that.
Wes, look at me, Wes. They'll never understand. All right, where do we start? How are the markets looking? I think I saw earlier that things are getting a little jittery. Where do you think we stand with the
I think
war?
getting
and-
jittery is markets are jittery always. They're jittery on a good day. They're
Sure.
manic some days.
But what are they worried about today?
Well, you could take your pick. It's the same issue that we continue to have, which is obviously the unrest in the Middle East. The Strait of Hormuz still not fully or not open at all. We have a lack of supply of oil. We have oil prices that hit over $100 today. Every time oil creeps higher, it's a headwind. We've had some days where oil was up and markets have kind of shaken it off and just said fine. We've had some green or up days. Today was one of those days where oil was up. I looked at it earlier, up 3%.
Is it because
oil
things-
was up 3.5% today, and markets were down about 0.5%? But this is the thing.
That's kind of flat. But is that because we're in this sort of pause with the Iran war and nobody really knows what's going to... We seem to be in this weird kind of, what do you call it, the humdrum? What's that area of the ocean where there is no wind and you're just kind of stuck? If you get caught there, you just... There's
Doldrum.
The doldrum. I think, yeah. Like we're in that kind of thing. Like it's just like not going anywhere.
Yes and no. I think that we think that the market looks at everything that's happening in the Middle East and it's trading off of that. That's just not, believe it or not, that's not true anymore. The market has already to some extent discounted what's happening. And the market's already decided that this will eventually end. We'll eventually have the Strait of Hormuz open, and oil prices will eventually go back to a more reasonable level, call it 75 or 80. But in the meantime, the market has digested that we're living with $90 to $100 oil for a while, and it's refocusing on company earnings. Company earnings are harder for us to visualize because there's 500 companies in the S&P 500. Most of them report on a different day. Today happens to be the largest report day of the quarter. I think it's almost 50 companies of the 500 are reporting today. But if you look at it in aggregate, how are companies in America doing? And there's two things that are happening. One, earnings are up almost 18% over last year. 18% is a whopper number.
Sure.
A good earnings growth year is 6 to 7%.
Doesn't that all come from tech?
But not just
Okay.
tech. That's
Okay.
the other thing. Yes, tech is a top three, but industrials are another one. Obviously, utility companies have had a good run. They're a much smaller component of the overall market, but we're seeing a lot of it is tech, but it's not just tech. So put all that together, we have companies not only have had stronger earnings, but margins, meaning their profitability continues to ratchet higher. It's about as high as we've seen over the course of history. So margins are getting better, which just means companies are squeezing more profit. That may be, and this is also hard to see, the cumulative result of efficiencies that slowly happen over time. Maybe AI is a part of that. Certainly AI is part of the earnings story because we've seen a lot of capital.
Also getting rid of a lot of employees that were overstocked with during the pandemic.
There's plenty of that happening. But at the same time, though, as much as we know that, and that's a fact, that we've seen big layoffs, it's a fact. If you look at the bigger picture of the labor market, I was just looking this morning at the prime age employment ratio. That's 25 to 54. That's the quote, the prime age of when you can and should be working in America. So it cuts out kids that are just out of school that are still looking for a job, and it cuts out some kind of the retiree group that may or may not be working for a few more years. And that's at almost 81%. That's that's about as high as we've ever seen it. It's been slightly higher. If I go back over the last 50 years, it's been at 81, 82 a few times, but it's dramatically higher than where it was 15 years ago, and it's been holding steady. So it's hard to say.
Are you worried at all about the AI bubble right now? That's
sure.
It's starting. I mean, you're starting to get some things going on in the secondary markets, and investors want something back, and the math as far as how these companies are going to make money and pay these investors back for all of this data center money and everything that they need, these billions and billions, hundreds of billions of dollars. It's very difficult to see how they get there. A product between now and 2030 that people want to adopt. People will use ChatGPT for free. Some people will pay $20 a month for it.
And some people pay $200 a month, but very few.
Very few. After $20, once they try to raise it to something else, people go, I'm good. I'll use the free version. And I did this. It is amazing the amount of profits that would be necessary in order to pay these people back by 2030, because something like $6 trillion of investment between 2024 and 2030, it's impossible to get there. It just looks to be impossible, especially since there isn't a product that makes people go, man, I want that. No one had to subsidize the record player in the 60s. People wanted it. You got Amazon now forcing their people to show that they're using AI in 80% of their work because they don't want to be embarrassed. They're investing in this stuff. If it's 44% of what's making the current economy chug, and if it's a bubble, we can't print money again, right? We can't do that again.
Well, I don't think the new Fed chair, the likely new Fed chair is the new guy. This new guy.
I would say if it were to collapse. I'm not saying it is going to.
Ironically, even though he was there during the financial crisis and he was part of quantitative easing, which was the way for the Fed to start. It was one of the first big moves into propping up the economy besides interest rates. And then it's just gotten more pronounced, and we did it even more when COVID hit. But Warsh is actually a proponent to really try to move away from that and normalize what the Federal Reserve has done over the last 20 years.
Sure.
To the last 15 years to try to get back to a more simple, straightforward mandate.
But we have to avoid another collapse. We can't go through this again. And we've put almost 50% of our market into one thing, AI. And all I'm saying is, I mean, look, I don't want it to happen because I don't know what happened to this country, but you invest $6 trillion over a few years, you want something back, and they don't seem to have a product that people are just dying and clamoring for.
Well, two things. So first of all, I don't disagree. You've got to get an ROI on anything.
Yes.
I mean, you need an ROI on a lemonade stand. I mean, or else business doesn't work. So there's no question about that. Is it a tall order? Yes. But the two quick pieces I would say is, one, a lot of the money that has gone into this massive capital expenditure build out has been from the massive profits that companies have been spending. So it's a little different than a bubble where you're borrowing money. This is companies spending their net income.
I disagree. There's a lot of borrowing going on here for these data centers. $6 trillion and from 2024 to 2030.
But hold on, the other piece here is that I think we need to look at artificial intelligence at beyond. I think that the chatbots we all know and see, the ChatGPT and Perplexity that we use, it really is kind of the tip of the iceberg.
It better be.
It's really the tip of the
It
iceberg.
better be.
There's a lot more underneath that's productivity.
There needs to be a
based.
product that people have to get their hands on, not subsidized, not encouraged by the government. There needs to be a product that people are clamoring for, and I don't see it. I know that we're running late here. So, the money is, the margins are all based on tokens, how much you get out of these tokens. This only tells, I went over this yesterday. So this is the end of a Verge article from a couple of days ago. Even assuming a very generous profit margin of 10% per token, that would mean that token consumption between now and 2030 would need to grow by 50,000 to 100,000 x. It would have to grow exponentially 50,000 times at the least in order for this to add up by 2030. I'm just worried about it. I'm honestly worried about it. And you see, Autumn, we can disagree. I can admire the man for his for what he's doing.
I just felt like it was a little.
Passion is passion. It's just it's a different way of showing it.
Lizzie, I think we all are smart to question what's happening. When are you going to actually see an ROI? Because you need it in AI or a lemonade stand. Either way, for the things to continue on. I just think that it's a broad. I think what a lot of people see is a little bit more like just the tip of the iceberg of what AI is really doing for productivity, kind of across the board in lots of sectors.
All right, we'll call a truce on that because we have to take a break, and we're going to have almost no time when we get back. Let's say hello to Alex Williams. Alex is checking the slow ride through downtown.
Hey, good afternoon, Eric West, then the Doctrinaires. Yeah, already a tough ride through the heart of the city. It's not raining, just slow. 85 southbound, the brake lights grab you right at Georgia 400. Budget about 24 minutes from there to make your way down to I-20. 75, 85 northbound, that ride's packed in as well. Highway 166, Langford Parkway, no relief from the brake lights till you get up to the 10th Street area. I-20 eastbound into Cobb County, seeing a little bit of volume in the work zone between Wesley Chapel Road and Panola Road, then off to the races into Lithonia and Conyers. Traffic brought to you by Staples. Get your epic party started at Staples. Now you can grab a Party City balloons, decorations, and tableware, plus matching custom invites, banners, and more right at your local Staples. That was easy. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Don't be late because you crowdsourced your commute with a navigation app.
Heads up crash involving several vehicles.
Depend on us
To make sure you get where you need to be on
Alternates
time.
needed this morning between Buford and Swanee.
Local and dependable traffic 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Some of the alternates to get you around this include Memorial Drive in East Ponce.
WSB Triple Team
A car
Traffic.
has flipped over 20 westbound.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
You deserve a friendly home services technician that actually knows their stuff. Chris Chandler here. TE Certified Electrical, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling only sends polite technicians that pass the rigorous TE certification program. They're licensed, insured, friendly, and always fix it right. TE Certified knows great service starts with a job well done and ends with a smile.
TE Certified, we love your home. 1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Your friends at Steel Horse Law are motorcycle injury lawyers who ride. They've mastered safely riding our Georgia roads, and they've mastered the unexpected twists and turns of Georgia law. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler for Steel Horse Law, the Stein and Karen Law Group. With all the changes in Georgia law, you need the most experienced local motorcycle injury law firm to protect your rights. You can trust them on the road and in the courtroom. Get a free case evaluation at steelhorselaw.com.
Calling all HVAC contractors. Ferguson is your one-stop shop for Ruud equipment, parts, and supplies to keep every job moving. Now stocking Ruud, Ferguson gives you reliable inventory, expert product knowledge, and fast turnaround when time matters most. Don't let shortages or delays slow down your business. We're fully stocked and ready when you are. Plus, our team is here to help you find the right solution for every install. Visit a Ferguson location near you. Ferguson HVAC, proud to partner with Ruud in Georgia.
A roof replacement that won't chew up your wallet? Now there's something to bark about. Findlay Roofing, the roof guys, are rolling over high interest rates with 0% financing and flexible payment options available. FindlayRoofing.com.
Hi, I'm Joe Wiersbicky, Master Certified Technician at Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. When you bring your Lexus in for service with us, it's thoroughly inspected, and it's my job to fix it right the first time, every time. Experience amazing at Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. 800 New Lexus.
Income for a lifetime after you've left the workforce. Many happy retirees harness the power of income investing to give themselves peace of mind and create a consistent income stream from their retirement savings. For income investing, they use many different forms of cash flow, including rent, royalties, dividends, distributions, and interest. At Capital Investment Advisors, we love working with happy retirees on income investing. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
Okay, let me give you a little insight into the mind of a garage door technician. Technicians like to fix stuff. It gives us that fluttery, giddy feeling no man would ever admit he totally loves to feel. And if you make us just replace something broken with a new one, we're crushed. Do you know what it's like to get all this training and years of experience just to have someone ask you to throw away a door that could totally be fixed and replace the whole thing with a new one? Ugh. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. A salesman has one job, sell you a new door. If their hands aren't dirty, they're salespeople, not technicians. Our job is to fix what we find. Open it up, figure it out, show you what's wrong, and give you all your options. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and let us show you what we can do.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Hey, Wes Moss, why don't you tell folks how they can get more Wes Moss?
It's easy to do so right here on WSB Radio, 9 to 11, Sunday mornings here in this same studio for Money Matters. And you can find me and our team, easy to do so as well, at Your Wealth is the website, yourwealth.com, YOURwealth.com.
In my reading today, I saw this term, and I thought, I want Wes to explain this term.
Okay.
The term is melt up. People are worried about a melt up. And like a melt up, that means like...
Sounds like a boil over to me.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like a melt up is when you... I think that there's information that tells you that there could be a bear market coming, but... you feel so good and so energized about what you see that you keep on investing, and then they worry about that having an effect.
I remember Liz Ann Saunders, who's the chief strategist, I think, at I don't know exactly her title, at Schwab. I interviewed her here 15 years ago, and it was still we're just coming out of the financial crisis, and she said, we could see a melt up. It was the first time I had heard that, and I said, what do you mean melt up? And it's what you would expect. It's self-explanatory, except I think it's driven a little bit more by FOMO. And
fear of missing out. Yeah.
It's then you start to see a little escape velocity in a market, and you start thinking, wait a minute, the train's a leaving.
Yeah.
So I got to get in, and then more money flows in just because the fear of missing out, as opposed to, let's call it participating in a more measured way.
Yeah.
And it's I would say a bubble is after a melt up.
Yeah,
it's a little bit of an irrational exuberism, goes into the market, creates higher stock prices, mostly not because of fundamentals, but because of emotion and chasing.
Yes, and that's what I'm worried about with the AI.
But
that's what I'm worried about with the AI, was when you see that Sam Altman can go out and con people out of another $180 billion when the man is a known liar. I saw a thing, Elon Musk and Sam Altman, I think it's Musk is suing Altman for the way things went down at OpenAI.
Right.
And they're having trouble seating the jury because so many people hate Elon Musk. And I was just thinking, that's just because they don't know Sam Altman. I think Sam Altman is actually worse, but he's a relative unknown tech jerk and liar. But so much of this is being no. Just put it this way: I am not a financial person. No person alive should take Sam Altman at his word. That has been proven.
I don't know the guy.
Oh well. Do some reading.
I haven't met him.
Try a book called Empire of AI. Very interesting book. Well written, not perfect, but it walks you through the whole setting up of that company. It's quite interesting.
Fascinating. Well, it'll be interesting to see how this court case turns out too.
Well, they can
these
find
two titans.
If they can find anybody to sit on the jury that doesn't already hate Elon Musk's guts. Thanks a lot, Wes Moss.
Thanks, guys.
Have a great week. Alex Williams says there are brake lights on 85 North into Norcross.
Yeah, that volume's filling in, Eric, on I-85 northbound from around Chamblee Tucker Road as you make your way up past Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit number 99. 400 northbound, that ride's also getting a tad slower through Sandy Springs from I-285 up past the North Springs MARTA station. I think there's new trouble in Midtown. I'm looking for it right now, 75-85 northbound up around 17th Street, just making that ride that was already slow even slower back toward Langford Parkway. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Let's talk about that termite bond renewal notice. They're going to increase your rate again.
Not when you switch your termite protection to Breda, because we'd lock your termite rate in for 10 years.
Mark Aram here with Matt Breda from Breda Pest Management.
They're charging more and doing less. They don't even inspect inside anymore.
Breda inspects inside and your termite rate is locked in for 10 years.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Please don't drink and drive, but if you're stopped by the police, will you know your legal rights? George Stein has developed a driver's rights card that you can print for free from georgestein.com. Know your rights before you're stopped. Print yours at georgestein.com.
Hey, that was our exit. We're going to miss the first pitch.
Just got to make a stop at Kroger. I promised I'd bring nachos.
Nice. You have the Upside app too, right?
Upside? What's that?
Upside is a free app that gets you cash back when you buy groceries. And they just added Kroger stores in Atlanta.
Wait, I can get money back just for buying groceries?
Yep. And right now, you can get an extra $10 bonus on your first Kroger trip with the app. That's up to $25 cash back on one grocery run.
Even this Kroger store right here?
Yes. Now pull over. Let's get some cash back on those nachos.
Upside is now available for Kroger stores in the Atlanta area. Download the free Upside app and use promo code ATL7 to get a $10 bonus on your first purchase at Kroger. That's promo code ATL7 to get a $10 bonus. Remember, use promo code ATL7.
Offers vary by user and location at participating merchants. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. An elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. You know, the big wireless companies say they have discounts for people over 55. But unless you're willing to sit on hold and ask, you're probably paying more than you should. At Consumer Cellular, there's nothing to hunt down. We're built for people 50 plus with plans starting at just $20. And our 100% US-based customer service actually answers the phone. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today and get your second month free for a limited time.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News.
Weather.
Traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's news and talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio, news sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top local story, badly needed rain for drought-stricken Georgia.
Beneficial rainfall finally returned to the metro Atlanta area this morning. And since midnight, Johns Creek is the rainfall winner, if you will, with nearly 1.5 inches of rain. Alpharetta coming in close at 0.9 of an inch. Cartersville, 1 inch of rainfall since midnight.
And even with the rain, this is still the 5th driest April on record in Atlanta. Right now, it's 70 degrees in Atlanta. What's the timing for the next round of rain? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Rain is helping firefighters gain ground battling wildfires in South Georgia.
Everybody's feeling really good about that. We're definitely not out of the woods, but feeling a lot better.
Governor Kemp returns to South Georgia today to get an update on those fires. The Pineland Fire now has burned over 32,000 acres and is 23% contained. The Highway 82 fire in Brantley County has consumed 22,000 acres and is about 1/3 contained. After the state declares a level 1 drought for Georgia, Forsyth County is encouraging residents to conserve water. The county asking people to check and repair leaks both inside and outside. Only water your lawn or plants when necessary and turn off the faucet when brushing your teeth or shaving. A suspect arrested in connection with at least 15 fires in DeKalb County is charged with third-degree arson. Interim Fire Chief Melvin Carter, says the department worked quickly to prevent the fires from spreading.
This incident highlights the importance of rapid response, strong coordination, and early engagement in fire investigation.
The suspect identified today as 37-year-old Wasim Mahid. Police are still working to determine a motive. In a rare address before Congress, King Charles says he is looking forward to the next 250 years of friendship between the U.S. and UK.
For all of that time, our destinies as nations have been interlinked. As Oscar Wilde said, we have really everything in common with America nowadays, except, of course, language.
The king says his visit comes at a time of great uncertainty, referencing conflicts in the Middle East and the Ukraine war. King Charles and Queen Camilla will be the guests of honor at a White House state dinner tonight. Early voting is off to a fast start for Georgia primaries.
The Secretary of State's office says the first day of early voting Monday saw over 35,000 in-person votes. That's up 39%, or more than 8,000 votes from the first day of early voting in the 2022 primary. More than 1,700 absentee ballots have also been accepted. Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger calls the record-breaking turnout proof that Georgians trust the election process. Early voting runs through May 15th. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
The FCC plans an early review of broadcast licenses for ABC stations owned by Disney. Correspondent Kelly O'Grady reports the review is part of the investigation started by FCC Chairman Brendan Carr into Disney's diversity, equity, and inclusion practices.
What he's saying is that if Disney were to have engaged in discrimination because of their DEI initiatives, that there is an argument to be made that they should not have these licenses, these broadcast licenses.
The move comes after President Trump demanded ABC fire Jimmy Kimmel for a joke he made about Melania Trump. An Austrian man is pleading guilty to charges related to a terror plot on Taylor Swift concerts in Vienna. The 21-year-old man was arrested before the first of 3 planned concerts during the Eras Tour nearly 2 years ago. Although the plans were intercepted, authorities still had to cancel the performances, which Swift later called devastating. Alabama is the first state to implement a real-time shark alert system. It would look a lot and sound a lot like an Amber Alert on your phone triggered by emergency management.
That would enable us to notify everybody on a county beach that an attack has occurred, and they can all make their own decisions based on that.
Tom Taylor is Emergency Management Director in Baldwin County, Alabama. Last year in the U.S., there were 25 unprovoked shark bites. 1 person was killed. It is 4:34. Time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
I was looking for trouble, 75-85 northbound up around 17th Street. It must have cleared. I don't see anything blocking lanes, but it is very slow all the way back to Highway 166 until you make your way up past the Varsity. Elsewhere on the southbound ride, still about 24 minutes from the 85-400 merge just to get down to I-20. 75 south slows right around Howell Mill, North Side Drive. 75 northbound if you're leaving the perimeter trying to head up into Marietta and Kennesaw. You're going to see on and off the brake light, stay on and off the brake lights from 285 up past Barrett Parkway in Kennesaw, where I'm also looking for new trouble on 75 north. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Cloudy skies, but mainly dry for the ride home this evening. Lows tonight in the upper 50s to low 60s. Another round of heavy rain and thunderstorms just before midnight, pushing through the metro region through early tomorrow morning. Then some spotty rain showers for tomorrow afternoon. Highs in the upper 60s to mid 70s. Additional rain on the way for early Thursday morning.
Right now it's 67 in Brookhaven, 69 in Woodstock, and 64 in East Point. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Income for a lifetime after you've left the workforce. Many happy retirees harness the power of income investing to give themselves peace of mind and create a consistent income stream from their retirement savings. For income investing, they use many different forms of cash flow, including rent, royalties, dividends, distributions, and interest. At Capital Investment Advisors, we love working with happy retirees on income investing. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
Want to love your deck so much that you don't don't even want to go on vacation? Hi, I'm Scott Nelson, owner of Nelson Exteriors, and your new deck will be your family's favorite staycation. We do decks differently. Beautiful, high-end decks at a reasonable price. Materials you choose, and lots of options. With Nelson Exteriors, you'll get a high-quality, affordable, custom deck, handcrafted by our licensed and insured experts. For an extraordinary deck renovation, Google Nelson Exteriors.
Steelhorse Law specializes in motorcycle accidents involving trucks. SteelhorseLaw.com.
Why is Channel 2 Action News Georgia's #1 morning news? A team who watches out for you. Clark Howard saves you money. Justin Gray watches your back with warnings about ripoffs and scams. Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30.
I'm Channel 2's Karen Greer. When stories break, they unfold in real time. We have multiple reporters live in your neighborhood, so when it matters most, you know how it affects your family. Channel 2 Action News, every day at 4, 5, and 6.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate has always made selling your home easy, and we've updated our program to keep the most money in your pocket. First, we give you a guaranteed cash offer on your home, and you receive the cash up front immediately. We then set your list price, we put it on the market, and if we sell it for more than we gave you up front, we'll give you the difference back in cash. It's absolutely no risk to you, only upside. Why would you do business with anybody else? It's the absolute best way to sell your home in today's market.
The other day, I was up and this might have been last week sometime. I was kind of flipping around. And the Greg Gutfeld show, which I've never watched the full one. Because Greg Gutfeld, I think, is a funny person. But I know that since he's become the star at Fox News, I'm like, he sold his soul a long time ago. He's not going to go. So I just I tuned in briefly. And so it's in the middle of all this crazy stuff that's going on always now. And like they were doing a whole segment. I was there for like 40 seconds. But they're still, in 2026, they were doing a whole segment on Ilhan Omar. Like, is that still a thing with the MAGA crowd? Like, who cares?
Was it today or was it?
It was a few days ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, today they raided all those daycare centers and elder care centers in Minneapolis.
Does she run all of those?
No, but she's associated with the Somalis, so that's why they keep her.
I know, but and maybe I just don't keep up with the news, but I just came across it and I went, isn't there something like that Trump's doing that you could talk about? Like, we're in a war where, like, it doesn't look like it's going gangbusters. Like, maybe there's some kind of comedic twist.
Was it the World War XI thing?
I don't know.
That would be today, though.
I didn't stick around. No, this was probably the Thursday or Friday of last week, and I didn't stick around long enough. It just seemed like the same old thing about did she marry your brother or something? Like, it's like, was this still going on? Like, who cares? Is this the biggest problem we have? People are just so easily distracted on the left and on the right. I mean, as I get older, the gamesmanship of it, and recognizing the gamesmanship of it, I don't know whether to flip a finger or tip a cap, you know? It's just like, wow, this is really, you could just, like, people are walking around today in Atlanta, Georgia, mad about Ilhan Omar, and I don't know, I think she married her brother or something. I don't know. It's probably not, I would think. I don't know, but it's like, what does it have to do with my life?
She's not your congresswoman. She's a congresswoman of one little place.
One little place. She's one of 435. Like, how much effect is she really having on the country? It just and even if whatever, it just seemed to me like I thought that this was a story from like 2 years ago or something. I had no idea that it's still going on and on.
Yeah, they love to pick on the Squad over there on that show, and then.
But I don't even think about the Squad. I'm saying is, if you're not watching Fox News, I don't think most people are walking around thinking about the Squad. There was a moment where, all right, there was the Squad, and I knew there was 4 or 5 of them or whatever. But, like, are people still? I don't think anybody. Go on the streets and ask people, name one member of the Squad. I think it would take you a while to get. And the Omar would be the one that somebody would think of.
Right. AOC would be the one.
Oh, AOC.
Frank Drebin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Frank Drebin.
Yep.
He is. Yes, absolutely. And then the lady that I could never pronounce her name, starts with a P. There's like a P and an H and a Y in there.
P. Isadora?
No. Although she is a radical right winger.
The story from 5 days ago about Ilhan Omar is that she made a $30 million mistake on her congressional financial disclosures.
Oh wow! Hey, we should not look into Elon Musk stuff. I mean, yeah, there's no doubt. Elon Musk. Hey, MAGA. Elon Musk did it the right way. Every line. He never. And I'm not even advocating for Ilhan Omar. I'm just saying. Stop. Think. What effect is she actually having on your life? None.
She wears a hat.
I mean, it's just like best ignored if you don't like this person. Or it's a politician you don't like. Hey, think of yourself in my seat. I don't like any politicians. Any. Imagine what that feels like. I don't go on and on about. I guess I do on my show.
You kind of do.
Yeah. But it's all the politicians, at least. I'm not targeting one.
When there is actual real news, too, it waters it down, in my opinion. Like today, she actually made a legit gaffe calling.
But that's a resurfaced video.
From 2025, yeah.
Right. Well, so why
she
is
was
she
reading something
prove,
about.
All right, prove me wrong that she should be talked about now. What happened?
So this is the resurfaced video that aired today about this. She refers to World War.
I started out going, he was talking about her, and now we're like 5 minutes into talking about her.
She's reading something.
The world is ironic.
She's reading about World War II, and she says World War XI, and then she immediately corrects herself.
So what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's like that thing I said yesterday about influencer gets obliterated by wave, and I watch it, and she gets knocked down, and the water goes back out, and she gets back up and walks away. How is that obliterated? What were you going to say, George? What's the story under the story?
Lean in and say, stupid leftist.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, true.
She can't even read Roman numerals.
Didn't I just do that the other day? I believe that
I didn't know what a Roman numeral was. You said the 2 eyes.
I said the two. Yeah. I said they do the 2 eyes. Like I didn't as a Roman.
World War 2 eyes.
Why are they teaching Roman numbers?
I mean, I don't.
What is funny if somebody says World War XI?
Sure, it's funny.
Sure, that's funny, but
I mean, what's the political thing? It's just a gaffe. Is somebody saying that
you be the judge? I'll play it for you guys.
I think she. You know what? I think she woke up a sleeper cell.
Yeah,
they were just waiting for that. They were waiting for that code.
We'll get our instant reaction to us hearing it.
The last time the Alien Enemies Act was invoked, it was used to detain and deport German, Japanese, Italian immigrants during World War XI.
Okay, now that's stupid, but it's a gaffe.
But and then immediately after, right? You said that she just said
she corrected herself.
Well, I don't know. He cut it off because he's one of those.
She goes World War II.
Jared's one of those.
That's right.
But it's like, really, what does that mean? I gotcha. Like, what does it mean? It doesn't mean anything.
If this was somebody like shoot, what's that guy's name that's so old?
McConnell?
Take your
Mitch,
pick.
Oh, yeah, where you might be saying, oh, it's a brain thing.
World War
Right.
XI.
Yeah.
Right. You're like, and then doesn't correct himself. But if
Yeah.
it's like just a natural, like, whoops, that's dumb.
Well, he just stands there pooping his pants. That's pretty much all he does.
He's so
Either
old
way.
that his like bottom eyelids are like falling to his
Let's not have
cheekbones.
ageism here. If somebody is about to turn
Listen, I'm just
another
saying,
year older, I just want to say.
Go and be
the
old.
guy should
That's-
not be there. I agree with you. He should not be
Absolutely. He's too old.
Well, he's not-
Grassley is young and spry compared to him.
He is not going to run again, though.
No.
So I don't know when his term
That's
is.
why I
never
vote
run
against
again.
everything Trump wants.
Because he's too old.
McConnell said that, Autumn, you're his
let's-
favorite member of the show.
Look at that. Well, she's got
Well,
to
that's
tell it
great.
like she
You know
sees
why?
it.
Listen, he should be. I should be his favorite because I'm the only one that thinks he should just have a seat, my friend. Sit in one of those chairs that lifts all the way up so you don't have to stand.
But then his wife loses power and access.
I've got one of those. I've got one of those chairs. That's fantastic. I don't need it. Actually, we got it for my wife.
I don't need it.
No, after the back
I
surgery.
don't need it.
After the back surgery, for the first 3 or 4 months, but we still have this chair. It costs, $500 or something. So we still have it. It's a comfortable chair, but it is funny to just decide,
let it
just
bring you up.
decide, hey, you know what? I don't feel like standing. Let the chair do the work.
What is this chair?
It's a
It's
chair.
one of those old people chairs where,
It'll
like, if
go-
you have
it'll-
trouble getting up
Oh.
and, like, pushing, that thing where you have to, like, rock back and forth, like,
Yeah. Now this thing actually becomes it turns itself into a board. Basically, it'll just push you all the way to where you're standing.
No, I want one of those.
It's pretty fun. My dad had one, and we wrote it, we played on it.
It's a great punchline too. I can't tell you. Just if everybody's just kind of like a little bit drunk or whatever, and you just all of a sudden hit that thing and slowly go.
Have you made it go all the way flat, back?
Yeah, totally
where you lay
flat.
down?
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
so
yeah,
weird.
it's
It
just-
almost inverts you. In a way.
Yes, absolutely. It's fantastic. always good for a laugh. And that's the only thing that ever matters to me.
Do the grandkids play on it?
They're not really. They haven't really discovered it yet.
Oh.
Alex Williams says there's a crash on 285 East in DeKalb.
Yeah, I just found this one on the Jam Cam, Eric. It is in the second right lane. Hero is on scene right now, holding 2 right lanes to hopefully get it off to the right. 285 eastbound, the Interloop Peachtree Boulevard, exit 31. That is stacked up the ride from through Dunwoody back to Georgia 400. Once you get past that, those southbound delays find you yet again from I-85 as you make the drive down into Clarkston, breaking free around East Ponce. On the outer loop, 285 westbound, it's a little sluggish. Not terrible, though, from Georgia 400 over to I-75. The heavier stuff starts southbound, just south of Smyrna, right around South Atlanta Road, getting down to I-20 in that construction zone there at the West Freeway, exit number 10. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Buying a new car? Need help fixing your current car? What's the safest car for a first-time buyer? The Car Guys have the answer. Join Shelley Winter and automotive expert Kevin Deutsch this and every Saturday at 12 for all your car needs. The Car Guys, presented by Butler Lexus of South Atlanta, Saturdays at noon on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Is your air conditioning system ready to answer the challenge of the hot and humid days we know are coming? Take advantage of this great offer from Ragsdale Heating and Air. Right now, you could take up to $1,700 off a new Carrier home comfort system, and that includes Ragsdale's own trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty on your new system. Ragsdale's the name I know you can trust for all your heating, air, plumbing, electrical, and insulation needs, too. They have a 4.9 Google rating and over 11,000 reviews. Go to RagsdaleAir.com or call them. Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
A simple act of generosity changed everything. A journey from alone and abandoned to one of the most successful businessmen in Georgia history. Here's Rick Jackson.
I spent Christmas Eve alone in a children's home. When I woke up, a Good Samaritan had left me $100.
Rick Jackson knows what it's like to go without. That's why he'll fight career politicians who talk about cutting income taxes and property taxes, but never deliver.
Unlike career politicians, I know how some extra money can change everything. That's why I'll freeze your property taxes and slash the income tax in half.
Conservative businessman Rick Jackson will deliver the Georgia results that failed career politicians never will.
I'll get you a boatload of your money back, or I won't run again. It's as simple as that.
The conservative outsider who will deliver real tax relief. Rick Jackson for governor. Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in Amco just as much as I do.
Dale, over the years, we've both reported about people getting taken advantage of. So I'm keenly aware what it takes to deliver not just great performance, but great customer service. People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to Amco.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned Amco near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA.
MCO.
When it comes to home services companies, TE Certified checks every box. Hey, it's Chris Chandler. I'm a happy customer of TE Certified electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling. Highly trained experts who fix it right the first time. Check. On time, friendly, and fully stocked. Check. Highest level of communication and lifetime warranty. Check. I can relax while they handle everything. It all checks out.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon,
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
I guess ultimately my point about Ilhan Omar is that maybe she's a corrupt politician. They're all over the place. It's just a weird the way that some political factions can just focus in on. It's like, oh, really? You don't like it because she's a corrupt politician? Well, aren't there a lot of people right in your own state that are you? If you want to clean the house of corrupt politicians. By the way, this latest news that they've charged Comey with threatening the life of the president is. I've gotten to the point now where I'm not one of these people. It's like, yeah, I'm going to leave the country. I'm an American. But I'm wondering, is there like an American lifeboat I can get in? Is there something I can get in? And it still says America. It's red, white, and blue. It's all
Puerto Rico. Yeah, head over to Puerto Rico.
That is America.
That's what I'm saying. It's a territory.
There you go.
Go to a territory? Is that what I should do?
Guam.
I'm afraid it's going to tip over.
Yeah, it should be.
Everybody is.
It's really close.
There's too much weight on one side of the island as far as I'm concerned. It's just stuff like this. Hey, MAGA, stop clapping and doing your champagne ritual for a moment. James Comey is not going to jail. He's not going to prison. This may go to court. It's not going to. I was reared in the restaurant industry. The term 86 does not mean kill. It means discard.
Yeah, or we're out of something.
We're out. Yeah, throw it away. That's what I always knew it as. 86 it. So this is all based on a tweet or something?
It was an Instagram post.
Instagram.
He
said
wrote it out
86.
Yeah. It was
he wrote it out on
nonsense.
shells. 86, 47. That means discard 47. That's what I always learned 86 as.
Yep.
And remember how we all agreed with Trump when people tried to say that the stand in front of the guns with Liz Cheney. Remember that? And he was trying to make the point that these people are in air-conditioned, before, when he was an anti-war candidate, that these people who decide we have to go to war all the time are never in the stuff. They're never down there on the ground. They never have to face a gun. And remember how the Democrats all came out? He's saying that he wants her in front of a firing squad. And we came on and said, no, that's ridiculous. He's not saying that. As a matter of fact, he's saying the same thing that Bob Dylan sang about in Masters of War. Exactly the same thing. And then it doesn't matter. It doesn't pay to say, hey, let me step in here and let you know that this person did. And then he gets power, and he just doubles down on doing the same thing. And so if you're with MAGA and you believe that I was correct when I said my analysis was he was not saying that Liz Cheney was should get in front of a firing line, then how about a little bit of consistency here? Because 86 does not mean kill. Let me repeat that. 86 does not mean kill. It means get rid of. So have fun, Department of Justice, with my money. Oh, wait a minute. You don't have my money. You're just borrowing money in my name. This is, boy, you know how the Republicans are going to go after and cut waste and fraud and whatever? All of this stuff is a waste. Once again, core MAGA, I'm going to tell you something that's as true as 2 + 2 = 4. James Comey ain't going to jail. This is a waste of time and money, but it makes your favorite poster boy feel better. Well, you see that guy, Todd Blanche? The guy who's he fills you full of. That looks like a leader to me. I don't want to leave America. I just want a little lifeboat, red, white, and blue. I can just hang out just see if, does the madness just continue forever? Or does it peak and we go back to being a normal country again? Alex Williams has better news on 285 in DeKalb.
That's right, Eric. That crash I was watching, 285 eastbound, the Interloop, Peachtree Boulevard, exit 31. Hero worked quickly, got it off to the right shoulder, so hopefully that'll help alleviate some of that pressure on 285 east out of Sandy Springs into Dunwoody. If you're traveling I-75 northbound toward Cobb County this afternoon, we're seeing a little bit of volume from 285 up past North Marietta Parkway. The brake lights will stick with you till you get up past Chastain Road, and then it's much better up to Highway 92. 575 northbound tapping the brakes from Bells Ferry Road up to Town Lake Parkway in Woodstock. Traffic brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, you know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our triple team traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is at 5. WSB's A Grand for Gas. From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James, your accident attorney.
If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or motorcycle crash, you're probably asking, who do I trust? There's only one firm to call, friends, the attorneys at Sweet James. You've seen them all over Atlanta. Here's what makes them different. Many of the Sweet James attorneys used to represent insurance companies, so they know how they work and what comes next. Sweet James steps in, takes over, helps you get to the right doctors, and handles your case so you can focus on healing. They fight to get you the most money possible and help you get back on the road. They've recovered over $2 billion for injured accident victims, and you pay nothing unless they win. Call for a free case review, 800-9-million, 800-900-0000, and sweetjames.com.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James, your accident attorneys.
Income for a lifetime after you've left the workforce. Many happy retirees harness the power of income investing to give themselves peace of mind and create a consistent income stream from their retirement savings. For income investing, they use many different forms of cash flow, including rent, royalties, dividends, distributions, and interest. At Capital Investment Advisors, we love working with happy retirees on income investing. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
Calling all HVAC contractors. Ferguson is your one-stop shop for Ruud equipment, parts, and supplies to keep every job moving. Now stocking Ruud, Ferguson gives you reliable inventory, expert product knowledge, and fast turnaround when time matters most. Don't let shortages or delays slow down your business. We're fully stocked and ready when you are. Plus, our team is here to help you find the right solution for every install. Visit a Ferguson location near you. Ferguson HVAC, proud to partner with Ruud in Georgia.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter for RJ's Auto Body Plus. Now, listen, here's a scenario. This happens every day in Atlanta. A person gets in a wreck, you file a claim with your insurance, then the insurance steers you to their preferred auto body shop for an estimate. It's a short list. They do this because these places are in bed with the insurance companies. They work with the insurance companies to cut corners on your repairs. Do not do this. If you get sick, do you go where your insurance company tells you to go? If you are hurt in an accident, do you go to an attorney where your insurance company tells you to go? No, you go where you're going to get the best care for you. RJ's Auto Body Plus works in your best interest, not the insurance company. Better service, better parts, and paint. And in most cases, a more timely manner. They'll even come get your car and tow it in. Family owned in Marietta, Georgia by my friends Jeff and Edith. Search RJ's Auto Body Plus or 770-955-5020.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Kayachio. News is sponsored by Southern Exteriors. Our top local story, badly needed rain.
Officially at the Atlanta airport, half an inch of rain fell since midnight.
And rain is a good thing when it comes to fighting South Georgia wildfires.
Governor Kemp traveled back to South Georgia visiting Eccles County to say thank you to those fighting the fires there and to express his gratitude for a little help from the skies.
Despite the little bit of rain that we're getting, and we're getting some in North Georgia today, thank goodness,
We're still in the worst drought that we've seen in 20 years.
And because of that drought, he issued the statewide burn ban to keep from having to pull fire crews off the big fires to fight smaller ones. Kim says we're going to be living with the after effects of the fires and drought for quite a while. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
Right now, 69 degrees in Atlanta, and we are not done with the rain yet.
A second storm system will arrive late tonight and move through metro Atlanta early Wednesday morning. With this system, an additional 1/2 to 1 inch of rain is possible through midday Wednesday.
Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Arson charges are filed today against a 37-year-old man accused of intentionally setting more than a dozen fires in DeKalb County.
According to DeKalb County officials, the suspect set at least 15 fires within a half-mile radius. Interim Fire Chief Melvin Carter praising the work of the department's fire investigations team.
Their ability to work alongside suppression crews in real time played a critical role in identifying patterns, locating individuals involved, and bringing the situation to a safe resolution.
The suspect is in police custody, and Carter says there is no danger to the public. Investigators are still trying to determine a motive. In DeKalb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Happening now, DeKalb County police investigating a shooting at a Caribbean restaurant on Memorial Drive. Police say one person is injured, and we are working now to learn more about the extent of that person's injuries. King Charles addresses a joint meeting of Congress.
The bond of kinship and identity between America and the United Kingdom is priceless and eternal. It is irreplaceable and unbreakable.
He becomes only the second British monarch to address members of Congress. King Charles and Queen Camilla are the guests of honor at a White House state dinner tonight. There are new worries about long lines returning at airport security checkpoints with no deal yet to fund the Department of Homeland Security.
The DHS says 1,100 TSA officers have quit since the shutdown began in February, and the loss has significantly decreased the TSA's ability to meet passenger demands. This as a standoff continues between Democrats and Republicans over immigration operations.
Correspondent Allison Keyes reports the TSA is warning of an influx of passengers with the FIFA World Cup this summer, and they say that even if new agents are hired, they won't be trained in time. Forsyth County is getting money from the Department of Homeland Security to help with security for the World Cup. The county will receive $55,000. In exchange, Forsyth will send 20 deputies to Atlanta to help with patrols and events around Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Atlanta will host World Cup matches beginning in mid-June. A new CDC study finds high blood pressure is common among younger veterans.
This study is among the first to examine high blood pressure in younger post 9/11 veterans, average age 33 years old.
Approximately 45% of these post 9/11 veterans, equating to about 500,000 individuals, have had high blood pressure.
The CDC's Tiffany Chang says men were more likely to have high blood pressure than women, but women were more likely to have their high blood pressure go undiagnosed. Managing high blood pressure is key when it comes to reducing the risk of heart disease and stroke. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Researchers at the University of Oregon say they've come up with a way to make a better, more consistent cup of coffee. Study author Professor Christopher Hendon says currently the coffee industry has a quality control issue.
The coffee industry does not really have a method of making a measurement of a quality that a human can taste.
Hendon says he can determine the strength and flavor notes of what you're about to drink by running an electric current through a cup of coffee. It is now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. It's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, checking the ride on I-20 getting outside of the city. I-20 westbound. It's a little slow as you make your way through West Atlanta, passing the downtown connector out to Lowry Boulevard, where some earlier trouble cleared to the right shoulder. After that, it's not really heavy again until you make your way through all that merging madness at 285. Then a few more brake lights passing Thornton Road and Lithia Springs. Toughest part of it in DeKalb County is that I-20 eastbound commute in the work zone. You're a little slow between Wesley Chapel Road and Panola Road, exit number 71. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Mostly cloudy for the ride home this evening, but staying mainly dry. Lows tonight in the upper 50s to low 60s. The second round of heavy rain and thunderstorms will arrive just before midnight and continue through the early morning commute. An additional 1/2 to 1 inch of rainfall possible through 12 noon tomorrow, with highs in the upper 60s to mid 70s. A few isolated rain showers possible for early Thursday morning, drying out Thursday afternoon afternoon with a high around 70. Friday, partly cloudy, drying out and cooling down, high 67. Additional rain showers on the way for early Saturday morning.
Right now, 66 in Mableton, 66 in Swanee, and 64 in Riverdale. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Sorry about that, Mr. Caiaccio. Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now with our daily keyword. It's in WSB's A Grand for Gas giveaway. This hour's keyword is boss. B-O-S-S. Boss. Like Boss Radio. Remember Boss Radio?
I'm the boss jock playing the boss song.
You got a B over there or something?
Oh, man, I'm the boss.
And then there's that boss. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/gas for your chance to win $1,000. Again, that keyword is B-O-S-S. Boss. Boss. Hey, look who's here. Bill Crane is here. It's time to drain the brain of Bill Crane. And Bill Crane, I just want to say, you got to give me some good, positive stuff today. I think I've been too negative.
Your show. Throw the questions at me. I'll try to put some spin and some smile in there.
Do you think? I mean, I don't know. This country's just gotten ridiculous, hasn't it? I mean, you know, surely you know people in other countries, and I've never been a person who thinks that we should run our country to please other countries or be,
We are in a bit of a twilight zone.
Yeah, I think the rest of the world is just looking at us and just not understanding at all what is going on in this James Comey thing, which I guess you didn't know about till you sat down here.
Until I sat down and saw that you can get indicted for laying seashells out on the beach.
Yeah, you can now in a ridiculous country. This has become a ridiculous, violent country full of ridiculous and violent people.
Well, if we're on the one hand saying you can't have political violence, and I believe you shouldn't have political violence.
Absolutely not.
It should have a reasonably strict definition, and I would not, for example, include laying seashells on the beach in any pattern to be political violence.
And they know it. Here's the thing, Bill. They know it. This is Trump's thing. If you mess with me, maybe I don't win the case, but you got to lawyer up and you got to spend money and you got to go through this rigmarole. And guess what? Maybe there's someone else who is going to do the same thing and they're looking at what's going on with you. And it's really kind of a way to suppress speech and dissent
on the
and
plus
things
side,
like that.
We get to hear one more time about Agent 86 Maxwell Smart.
Missed
it by that much. Missed it by that much.
86 does not mean. I don't know. I just said it. I'm not going to go through it again. Let's come here locally.
That was laugh. That was,
Yeah, yes, you did. It was light. You're helping me out here. You're helping me out.
Yeah, we're in
here.
primary season, Eric. You should be very excited. You get to pick who the next GOP candidate or Democratic candidate is in the upcoming election.
What am I supposed to do about this, Bill Crane? I don't like politicians. I just don't. It just seems to me that everything they do is calculated as opposed to, one thing you got to give to Trump. The reason for his power is because he's not calculated. Right? I mean, he basically, now we all get to look in there and go, ooh, but he just lets you right in.
He has certain things he does on a regular basis that you can count on, but no, you cannot count on him to make a decision a certain way or to stick with it
right. And when he deals with people, he's being something. No, I mean, now that I think about it, yeah, he does hit the immigration thing and he hits the other thing whenever he needs
base
to
of issues
kind of hit. But he
periodically gets assassination attempts.
Yeah, and all of it's just. What do you mean by that? I mean, periodically. What do you mean? I mean, I just want the world to go back to being normal. I don't like a politician. Okay, I'll work to get rid of that politician and elect somebody else.
I'm not here to be candy. Candy. I can't say the second word. There are
a candy ass.
There are good people who are seeking public office in this primary and other elections. Unfortunately, those that are in it for the wrong reasons get the attention and the publicity.
I think they're all. To
a
certain degree, at some point, if you're running for office that's more than, I don't know, school board, you're going to have to adopt some positions that you don't
agree with
necessarily
you as a general adage
agree.
That power over time has a tendency to corrupt. But I'm telling you, from having worked for a couple governors, a couple U.S. senators, a lot of members of Congress directly, there are still good people in this business. They're getting further and few between because it is such a difficult industry that chews up your family, that can damage your career, your reputation.
They bring up something you said 30 years ago.
Or you didn't say. They
right,
just plain make it up. Yeah. And it's gotten where it's very difficult to understand why people would put their reputation, livelihood on the line.
Yeah, well, just so you can go up there and inherit $40 trillion of debt, and all right, I don't want to be too negative. So we had the debates, the primary debates, right? So for everybody or just the governors?
Georgia Public Broadcasting and the Atlanta Press Club are sponsoring a series of debates. They started this weekend. They will have all of the constitutional officers, with a couple of exceptions that don't have strong competition. They won't have the judicial races. All of them. They have all of the congressional districts in Georgia that are contested. And it's a series that's been sponsored by an endowment by Charlie Loudermilk and Andrew Young that's been going on for about 20 years now. They don't have a restriction. So if you're a qualified candidate and you've plunked down your qualifying fee, you're in that debate. It's not, if you choose to show up, it's not a certain polling number or raising a certain amount of money, which most other media organizations are doing. So you are getting a chance also to see the lesser-known candidates in these debates.
Does that ruin the debate in the sense that the people that actually have a chance you get less time to hear from them?
I wouldn't say it ruins it, but it does water down the time that the candidates, the three. Let's just pick the governor's race for a moment. There's 3 or 4 candidates that are viable on each side, Republican and Democratic. So each of those candidates gets less time because there's time for all of the other candidates.
And the hope is at some point somebody sparks and you see somebody you wouldn't have seen before, and because of their great
and a lot of
debate,
people who
they
run
do well.
statewide are putting their name out there in hopes of running again later.
Sure. So who did best on, say, the Republican debate, do you think?
I wouldn't say there was any standout. I would say it was basically a joust on air between Rick Jackson and Burt Jones that dominated the discussion. If you're looking at kind of sparring points and who got a lot in, I think Brad Raffensperger and Chris Carr both seem to be playing to Rick Jackson, kind of with either one of them hoping that a runoff slot opens up and they're able to get past Burt Jones. But I didn't see any hands-down winner on the Democratic debate. I think Michael Thurman continues to be the stronger performer, but he is not. He's still kind of wrestling to stay in second place, with Jeff Duncan kind of coming up in polling as the undecided start to.
How is Rick Jackson doing in the polling? He got in a little bit late, didn't he?
He got in February, very late, and he's leading the most polls, 10, 12 percentage points over second place finisher at this point, Burt Jones, the lieutenant governor, leading the field.
That.
Yeah, he's pretty consistently been about 10, 12 points ahead of the field.
Funding his own campaign, I would imagine.
Funding his own campaign. Now, he has said once he's
right?
the nominee, he will do some fundraising, but this primary campaign and runoff, we assume he's self-funding. He's having fundraisers, but it's not a priority.
Now, from the Republican primary for the Senate, I have a little recap of
there were 2 words that kept coming up.
Big time here.
My opponent, John Ossoff, John Ossoff, John Ossoff, John Ossoff, John Ossoff, John Ossoff, John Ossoff,
John Ossoff.
John Ossoff, John
They don't all
Ossoff,
pronounce
John
it the same
Ossoff,
way.
and Joe Biden. John Ossoff, John Ossoff,
John Ossoff.
John
Joe
Ossoff,
Biden.
John Ossoff,
John Ossoff.
Yeah, it'd be funny if one of them messed up. Elon Omar. Oh, sorry, wrong debate.
Script.
Sorry. So, hold on. John Ossoff.
World
War 11.
In much the same way that almost every Democrat is running against Donald Trump, if you're one of those 3 Senate candidates, and John Ossoff is well ahead of all of them combined as far as fundraising goes.
Mm-hmm.
They are all 3 collectively running against him.
Sure.
But that race still really – Mike Collins has got the front-running position, has held it for all the polls that have been released publicly. But there's still a huge number of undecideds. And, of course, early voting started yesterday. And so far, for a midterm election on that day –
record-setting, right?
We set a record, 35,000 statewide. It doesn't sound like a lot, but if you play that out over the 3 weeks of it, that'll be 1.5 million votes.
As we get closer to the actual, what I still term as election day, you get more people.
What you typically see with 3 weeks of this, and you and I agree on this, we should probably condense that down, a spike at the front, a spike at the end, and the Saturday and Sunday, the weekend voting does particularly well on the Democratic side.
Now, I imagine it's too soon to know who voted more. Like, who's energized, the Democrats or the Republicans?
I have not yet seen data back. The Secretary of State's office had it, but I've not seen data back yet on on the party breakout. We will have that by week's end.
All right. Alex Williams says 400 is bunched up in Sandy Springs.
Yeah, it looks like you saw just the merging madness, though. Everybody trying to get home this afternoon, Eric. Traveling out of the city, 400 northbound. Those brake lights are pretty strong, starting just north of I-285, but you quickly improve once you get past the North Springs MARTA station. 85 northbound, still seeing that crowd in place from 285 up past Jimmy Carter Boulevard, and then Highway 78 eastbound. That's a slow ride this afternoon, just east of Stone Mountain from right around Puckett Road, trying to get out to the stoplights at Ross Road. I've been checking the jam cam, have not seen those traffic lights malfunctioning. Just a lot of traffic trying to make their way out toward Killian Hill Road. Traffic brought to you by CumminsRecall.com. Recall 67A mobile appointments are now available in your area. They come to you quick in under an hour. Complete the recall to get $500 plus a warranty worth thousands. Schedule at CumminsRecall.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Mark Arum. Like in a movie, I could see that being a thing, like where the world leaders get on a call and be like, all right, let's just...
the final episode of Diplomat.
Getting you through your morning.
Exactly. Like, let's just divide up the world. Mark Arum. Trump, you get the Western Hemisphere. China, you get Asia. And Europe goes to Putin. Mark Arum.
Tomorrow at 9 a.m.
95.5 WSB. Atlanta's News and Talk.
Even when it's not raining, there's signs your roof needs attention. Dave Baker for Findlay Roofing, the roof guys. Check for streaks and stains, loss of color, or granules in your downspouts or on the ground. Even if that wet spot on your ceiling is turned into a dry stain, it's still a problem. Need a new roof? Think of Findlay first. With exceptional service and pinpoint attention to detail, Findlay is the team I trust, and they offer 0% financing. Schedule your free roof analysis at findlayroofing.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed, right here on 95.5 WSB. Chris, we're barreling through 2026, but it's still early, and that means it's still a great time to get organized in your financial life. And here's the good news for folks listening out there. Hoffman Financial Group is here to help with that, aren't we?
Yeah, so we make it simple, right? And it goes back to saving people time. Don't worry about you having to work with us. We work for you. So if you were to reach out to us, we would start with something as simple as the portfolio x-ray. Simple as far as your time that you need to provide us some data points on, but we'll take the hours and we'll apply our expertise to generate a pretty comprehensive look at your financial life. Specifically, your risk profile, the fees in your portfolio, the performance over last year, 3 years, 5 years, the last 10 years against benchmarks. We'll also stress test it. Can we go back in time and say what would have happened to your portfolio during the Great Recession or the dot-com bubble that burst or the COVID correction? It'll give you an indication of how much your money is at risk. All of those components mixed into one simple 10 to 14 page report. We'll give you a copy of it. We'll walk you through it. And as I say, I have yet to see one that didn't have 2 or 3 golden nuggets, as I call them, of opportunity for you to contemplate possibly enhancing your financial future moving forward.
Make 2026 the year you take control of your financial life with this complimentary offer from Hoffman Financial Group. There's no cost for the portfolio x-ray, and the report is yours to keep. Call 404-737-3858. That's 404-737-3858 and online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
There's so many things you want to upgrade on your home's exterior. You need experienced craftsmen who communicate and keep you comfortable through every step of your project.
Hi, I'm Charlie, owner of Painting Plus. Trust the Plus family of businesses for everything on your list.
Painting Plus, anything and everything exteriors at the highest quality. Siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and more.
Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
Express yourself with the car you want from Jim Ellis.
Express yourself.
I'm Stacey Ellis, Vice President of Jim Ellis Automotive Group. Your vehicle is more than transportation. It's a reflection of who you are. And when you're ready to express yourself, it helps to have choices. At Jim Ellis Automotive, we're proud to be Georgia's largest family-owned automotive group, offering more than 5,500 new, certified pre-owned, and pre-owned vehicles. See them all at JimEllis.com. Whether your style says luxury, performance, family adventure, or rugged capability, we have the perfect vehicle that fits you. And with the Jim Ellis Expressway, you can shop the way that fits your lifestyle too. It's the quick, easy, and convenient way to buy a car. Find the vehicle that helps you express yourself. Visit any of our 21 convenient locations across Metro Atlanta or shop from home at JimEllis.com.
Express yourself.
Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best.
Want a truly healthy home? Keep it free of bugs and critters. Breda helps protect your home inside and out. A healthy home is a Breda home.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Bill Crane. Oh, hold on. First I have to, it's the 5 o'clock hour. Remind people that this hour's keyword in the WSB A Grand for Gas giveaway, the keyword this hour is BOSS, boss. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/gas for your chance to win $1,000.
Bill, you're not eligible. I see you putting up your
Yeah.
Come on there, Bill.
Bill Crane, what do you think is going on in the mind of King Charles as he exchanges pleasantries with the President of the United States?
Something along these lines. I'm glad we actually got rid of this drivel piece of real estate.
Who would have thought we'd end up like this?
Yes, I don't think he's much missing the special relationship, though. I
think he's here to try to keep it.
I think he is here to try to keep it. He spent time with House Speaker Mike Johnson earlier today. They're doing an event that the president is hosting. I think Charles does see the long view, given that he waited to be king for the better part of
goodness, I know.
4 decades.
He thought he was going to give this speech like 30 years ago.
He's a patient man, but and I got to give the royal family credit. If you think about how long the Windsors have been on the throne in England, and they haven't been tossed out by the people or despots. I'm not saying they're perfect. No one is, but I think they've done a pretty good job of maintaining the crown.
Well, they got the parliamentary thing going, so it's
They
not
do,
like
they
it's
do,
not
but
like
I mean,
he's kind of a mascot.
Isn't
he kind of a mascot for
his family?
for the
Back
UK?
to Queen Victoria were bloodline related to the Tsar of Russia, Tsar Nicholas, Kaiser Wilhelm in Germany. They're all gone.
Yeah.
They're
So
Germanic
because they did not because they did not modernize. The royals of England modernized, and starting with the Magna Carta, and then after that they actually recognized
elected parliament.
Maybe we're going to have
Prime
a parliament.
Minister.
We're going to have it, and then it morphed into what ever since before the wars, I guess, to where it's really kind of a ceremonial and
Goodwill.
and one a nice way to say is ceremonial.
Boy, they still hang on to some nice real estate.
Yes, they do. They've got a lot of money. But I think my feeling is that he's here to sort of signal to back home in England and here that we're going to get through this.
This
we're
too
gonna
shall
keep,
pass.
Right. We're not gonna come over and wag fingers at the Americans. We're just going to kind of deal with it, and hope that in a couple of years, as the host of the Von Hessler talks about quite a bit, America goes back to normalcy.
I don't think it'll ever go back, but if you run for president, Eric, you'll have my support.
Well, thank you, King Charles. I've always been, I love the Royals. You got any money? Can you help me out with money? We can run it through like
Things are rather tight right
no,
now.
and I need if you give, your words are nice, but
Baltimore isn't putting off the money the capital it used to in the day.
Do you have PayPal?
As a matter of fact, my campaign does.
I heard King Charles is really excited about that UFC event for America 250. He's
oh,
coming
you
back.
should have come to. Yeah,
He's
you
coming
should have
back.
come back then.
But I'm also looking forward to seeing Gina Carano.
So very quickly, at the Washington Hilton, the assassination attempt over the weekend. My question is this: is the Secret Service getting lax, or have times changed and the threats are different and it needs to update itself in certain methods?
I think a little bit of both. You've got a very large hotel that takes up an entire city block in D.C., sits on top of the metro with a ballroom that can hold 2,600 people. It's not a small place. So a facility like that literally has dozens of entrances and exits.
Mm-hmm.
But you had National Guard, D.C. Police, Capitol Police, Secret Service, FBI, because it wasn't just the president, the vice president, most of the cabinet.
The line of succession was up there.
And I don't know if the House Speaker was there, but if he wasn't,
he
was.
Was he? Mike Johnson?
Everybody but Grassley. So if something
Grassley would have been the president. If everybody went, Chuck Grassley at 80, whatever.
I surrender to Iran.
But the guy having a shotgun and 2 other armaments and a handful of knives on him to be able. My assumption is he was either a guest in the hotel or he got on a train because he knew he couldn't get this stuff from. He was from Torrance, California, I think. Yeah.
He got on a train because apparently you could just take anything on a train, which I didn't know.
Pretty much you can. Yeah, I take Amtrak a pretty good bit. There's not a security.
Yeah.
There's no metal detector.
So he booked it after he found out that Trump was going to be there. He booked it in early April. I just think that they would have a little more. Although the other part of this is, and I said this yesterday, and then I saw a bunch of people online, and I thought, oh, my listeners must think I took that from somebody else. But it wasn't. It was my own thought. The idea that we have to build the ballroom now because of this, just because the word White House was in Correspondents' Dinner, it wasn't a White House event.
No, and I've seen all this bitching, pardon me, about the lobster and steak going to poor folks in D.C. It's not a private. It's a private event.
It's not a White House event.
Sponsored. It's not a White House event.
So even if you had the ballroom, it doesn't mean that event would have been in that ballroom.
No, but it does. And the ballroom is not designed to hold 2,600 people. But it is part of the. And I'm not a supporter of the ballroom. But the ballroom's rationale all the way back, Obama wanted to build one, is that not just the president, but when you have heads of state in, and you have to literally go somewhere else, and the security has to travel with you, like we were talking about Ronald Reagan and religious services, it is expensive. In the long run, having larger facilities to entertain both White House guests, heads of state, makes sense. Not on the scale they're talking about, because as I understand earlier this week, Lindsey Graham and 2 others had a meeting and basically publicly announced $400 million in public financing.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Top of the private financing.
You can build a ballroom.
Now we're at $800 million for the bunker and the ballroom.
And don't attach it to the White House. Alex Williams says it's slow on 285 through Smyrna.
Yeah, watching the slow traffic indeed. The brake lights are glowing, Eric. 285 southbound, the outer loop as you leave I-75 in the Truist Park area. Just trying to get down to I-20, the West Freeway. 285 northbound, also a little sluggish on the inner loop from Langford Parkway on the west side. Trying to get up to I-20. A lot of that just trying to get through all that construction they're doing at that 285 I-20 interchange. Elsewhere, 285 east and southbound. That ride's still slow between Dunwoody and Clarkston, with brake lights starting, the heaviest of them, just east of Chamblee, Dunwoody, and they'll stick with you until you get down to East Ponce de Leon Avenue, exit 40 in Clarkston. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Let me guess, you had a window company come out, sat at your kitchen table for 2 hours, and by the end of it, you felt trapped in a price that made no sense. I hear that story every single day. Hey, it's Ray, founder of Window Comfort, and we built this company to be the opposite of that experience. No pressure, no games, no inflated pricing, just factory direct windows and honest pricing backed by our unlimited warranty. And right now, we're stacking it. Buy 2 windows, get 2 windows free installation, and no payments until 2028. You can finally see what windows should actually cost. You have nothing to lose and everything to save, so go to windowcomfort.com and book your free, no-pressure estimate today.
Better prices, better views, Window Comfort, meant just for you. Window Comfort.
Income for a lifetime after you've left the workforce. Many happy retirees harness the power of income investing to give themselves peace of mind and create a consistent income stream from their retirement savings. For income investing, they use many different forms of cash flow, including rent, royalties, dividends, distributions, and interest. At Capital Investment Advisors, we love working with happy retirees on income investing. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
For your home to be truly healthy, it needs to be bug and critter free. Who knows what germs they bring in? Ugh. A healthy home is a Breda home.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather, traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top story, history made on Capitol Hill today.
Members of Congress, I have the high privilege and distinct honor of presenting to you His Majesty Charles III.
After the introduction from House Speaker Mike Johnson, the King addresses a joint meeting of Congress.
Today, I am here on this great occasion in the life of our nations to express the highest regard and friendship of the British people to the people of the United States.
This is a rare occasion. Queen Elizabeth is the only other British monarch to address a joint meeting of Congress when she visited the U.S. back in 1991. King Charles and Queen Camilla are the guests of honor for a White House state dinner tonight. It is 68 degrees in Atlanta. When does round 2 of rain arrive, and how much will it add to the rain bucket? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Thanks to the rain, firefighters make progress battling wildfires in South Georgia.
You got to stay vigilant here, but they've done a great job taking advantage of a good weather day yesterday, and the team here was telling us that they had a good day on the ground yesterday.
However, Governor Kemp warns there's still a long way to go. The Pineland fires now burned over 32,000 acres and is 23% contained. The Highway 82 fire in Brantley County has consumed 22,000 acres and is about 1/3 contained. An arson suspect is now accused of starting 15 brush fires over a few hours in DeKalb County. CEO Lorraine Cochran-Johnson says they were able to quickly identify the suspect.
We're very thankful for the quick action of residents who alerted us to the initial fire, and within a matter of hours, we were quickly able to determine that we were dealing with an arsonist and intentional fires.
They believe the suspect, 37-year-old Wasim Mahid, was acting alone. The fires in the Clarkston area started Sunday night and threatened homes, apartments, even a mosque. Investigators are working to determine a motive. A man faces life in prison for a deadly shooting at a DeKalb County park 6 years ago.
A jury found 41-year-old Ryan Carter guilty of murder, armed robbery, and aggravated assault. Prosecutors say the victim, 29-year-old Jamal Cobb, let Carter borrow his cell phone at a gas station. After that, prosecutors say Carter robbed Cobb, brought him to Lithonia Park, and shot him on a soccer field. Carter faces 2 consecutive life sentences for the shooting. Keith Cromo, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia voters are turning out in big numbers so far for early voting ahead of primary elections.
Over 35,000 Georgians turned out to vote Monday, the first day of early voting. That is a record-breaking turnout. The Secretary of State's office says it's up 39% from the first day of early voting in the 2022 primary. The office has collected over 1,700 absentee ballots. Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger says his office is in constant coordination with county elections officials to ensure early voting continues to run smoothly. You can check out the My Voter page for early voting locations and hours. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
Gas prices are jumping again and are now at their highest level since the start of the Iran war. Some drivers say it's going to affect their summer travel plans.
I'm going to have to take out less trips and stuff like that because it's getting ridiculous.
AAA says the national average for a gallon of regular unleaded is up to $4.18. That's up from $4 just a week ago and about $3 before the war started. Gas prices in Georgia today averaging $3.65. A new poll finds more than half of Americans say their finances are getting worse. The survey from Gallup also finds the cost of inflation, energy, healthcare, and housing far exceed other monetary worries. Chocolate lovers, listen up. Ghirardelli issues a voluntary recall of certain powdered beverage mixes. The milk powder may be contaminated with salmonella. Ghirardelli is pulling the impacted mixes from warehouses and urging customers and consumers not to use the mix out of an abundance of caution. It is now 5:34. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, checking the ride on I-20 in DeKalb County, 20 eastbound. A few brake lights scattered about, not terrible this afternoon from 285 out to Panola Road, exit 71. The West Freeway, 20 westbound, looking good right now through West Atlanta as you leave the downtown connector. Toughest part of that ride is going to be getting past Thornton Road, exit 44 in Lithia Springs. Again, it's just volume there. While Thornton Road northbound, that ride's pretty bunched up this afternoon from Blair's Bridge Road, Interstate West Parkway. Try to make your way up through that stoplight that's slowing you down at Oak Ridge Road. That's north of I-20 there in Lithia Springs. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Mostly cloudy for the ride home this evening, but staying mainly dry. Lows tonight in the upper 50s to low 60s. The second round of heavy rain and thunderstorms will arrive just before midnight and continue through the early morning commute. An additional 0.5 to 1 inch of rainfall possible through 12 noon tomorrow, with highs in the upper 60s to mid 70s. A few isolated rain showers possible for early Thursday morning, drying out Thursday afternoon with a high around 70. Friday, partly cloudy, drying out and cooling down, high 67. Additional rain showers on the way for early Saturday morning.
And right now it's 64 in Loganville, 67 in Milton, and 63 in Fayetteville. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Spring has sprung, and that means time to get on top of those home improvement to-do lists. Hey, it's Mark Aram here. If your roof is on your home improvement list, you can't go wrong with my pals at Dr. Roof. After 38 years of service, they are the trusted name in Atlanta for a roof that will last a lifetime. Up to a 40-year labor warranty. Consumer Choice Award winner 20 years in a row. Yes, amazing service. Online at drroof.com.
Why is Channel 2 Action News Georgia's #1 morning news? Brian Monahan and Storm Tracker 2 HD, a certified meteorologist tracking storms, warning you up to 5 minutes faster. Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30.
I'm Channel 2's George Estevez. When stories break, they unfold in real time. We have multiple reporters live in your neighborhood, so when it matters most, you know how it affects your family. Channel 2 Action News every day at 4, 5, and 6.
Pro athletes and attorneys count on George Stein, the DUI lawyer. You can too. GeorgeStein.com.
Hey, that was our exit. We're going to miss the first pitch.
Just got to make a stop at Kroger. I promised I'd bring nachos.
Nice. You have the Upside app too, right?
Upside? What's that?
Upside is a free app that gets you cash back when you buy groceries. And they just added Kroger stores in Atlanta.
Wait, I can get money back just for buying groceries?
Yep. And right now, you can get an extra $10 bonus on your first Kroger trip with the app. That's up to $25 cash back on one grocery run.
Even this Kroger store right here?
Yes. Now pull over. Let's get some cash back on those nachos.
Upside is now available for Kroger stores in the Atlanta area. Download the free Upside app and use promo code ATL7 to get a $10 bonus on your first purchase at Kroger. That's promo code ATL7 to get a $10 bonus. Remember, use promo code ATL7.
Offers vary by user and location at participating merchants. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
What was that, Tim? Nothing.
I have to do. I got to get out of this bad mood. I've been in a bad mood today. Negative.
You want to
the
snap out of it?
politics and the politicians and the
hey,
blah blah blah. Let's
hey,
What?
Hey,
What
hey,
do you want?
Hey,
Hey.
knock it off.
All right. You know what? That helped. That helped. That's what I needed to hear. That's what I needed to hear.
Are you as mad as this lady at the airport that got her bags and her car seats all mixed up?
Yeah.
She was not happy.
The blonde lady?
Yeah. Calling her Atlanta Karen.
You smell like marijuana.
Is that the one?
Yeah,
you seen it? Yeah, I saw just a very little bit of it. But
She has a point.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm tired of
don't have to
people.
lose it.
I'm tired of people lecturing other people in
Wait,
public.
this is not getting you back in the good.
Oh no, it's gonna be funny. Ultimately, it's gonna be funny.
All right, you ready?
I was
have fun with this.
I was
one,
being
Olive.
shown earlier, but there was like a crowd around, and I was being a jerk.
Handle it.
No, I was a little bit of a jerk today, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were a little extra.
Yeah, I was a little extra.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just I just don't like. Never mind. No, I'm not saying. See, people will take that the wrong way. People will take that the wrong way.
We don't have any of those.
Not a huge fan of politicians writ large. And maybe since I work at WSB, maybe I ought to do a better job of showing that. It's something I can work on. We all need things to work on. But anyway, it got me in a bad mood to begin with, and then the whole James Comey thing, and then this, that, and the other. And it's just like, I got to get in a good mood. So I hope that this raging woman will at least make me laugh. What was she mad about, by the way?
So, okay, she's going up to pick up her bags, and the whatever company that she hired to bring her bags to her, I guess, damaged her car seats and one of the bags. So she goes up, she's talking to the person working there, and they're calling her the Atlanta Karen.
I rented car seats from you for my babies, and they do not function. And you reek of marijuana, so I don't think I'm the one who needs to chill out more. I think you're fully fucking shit.
Whoa, hey, how did you miss that?
I missed that one. Whoops, my bad. Thank you, George.
Whoa, my goodness gracious.
Are you in a better mood now?
I'm in a better mood.
Yeah.
I'm certainly awake, that's for sure. That
Sorry,
charged
got
me
all
up.
of
That was a lot of adrenaline.
It charged me up.
She was very mad, as you
She
could
was
see.
upset.
Yes.
If I
She
can
was
explain,
really bad.
we had to
there
dump
she
some
is.
of
You
that.
got her here.
Yeah, you
Hey, and I told you that I needed those car seats, and you didn't provide them. They're messed up.
Now, I do get the idea if she's going to complain and the person she's complaining to smells like they just walked in from smoking a joint.
Hey, yo.
That doesn't give you the most.
And also told a woman to calm down. That's mistake number one.
That's a mistake.
Don't open with calm down when you're talking to a woman.
How should you say it though? If you're trying to get it across,
Ma'am, how can I help you? Okay,
Yeah.
I understand you're upset. What can I do to help?
Right.
Calm down does not work.
Would you like a hit on this joint?
Yeah, have some of this.
I got a little extra in this bowl.
He does.
Yeah,
he-
telling her to calm down is pretty wild.
At the very end, the person working there did a great job. He's like, "Well, have a nice day, ma'am," and like waves at her, and she's like,
That's not enough. No,
Because he was
that's not a
high
good
and
job.
chill.
Yeah,
That's
he was
condescending and terrible.
But he wasn't being
No,
condescending.
he does. When you hear it, Autumn, he doesn't sound condescending at all.
Okay, okay.
He's stoned. He's happy.
Yeah.
He's just like,
He's like,
hey,
whatever, dude.
hey, come on, man, relax. We'll get you. We'll find your car.
I don't understand what she did.
What,
So,
what
like,
was the upset? She was upset about what?
So
her car seats?
So the car seats, I guess, were damaged a little bit, and then one of the bags was also damaged.
She's traveling with two kids without her husband or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's already stressful when you have two kids, and obviously they're young. She needs car seats, so she didn't get what she needed, and she's losing it.
Yeah. Okay. Can people stop crying in public?
No.
Is it possible? It's like it's not
cry all the time in
fair.
public.
It's not fair because like if it's a thing where you're negotiating something or whatever, and then you're in public, and then you start crying. Now I'm the bad guy, and I may be right. I
No,
may be
that's not
totally
true.
correct.
She's the bad guy for screaming at someone
Yeah.
like that. That's not anyway.
Well, he's a bad guy if he's stoned at work, and it's so obvious that. I mean, you used to work at the
Nuh-uh.
airport.
In this situation, she has escalated it into something that is pretty unreasonable.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I don't think that people should be getting stoned
Yeah,
at work.
In my roles that I did, out at the
As
airport,
much as a person who has partaken plenty in his life, I don't go to work and get stoned. That's not. It's just not.
And we don't know if that's true.
Well,
She could have just been saying something, and
She
she could have been
alleged.
judging him because
It was
she-
Atlanta. It was Atlanta. Come on.
I'm just saying.
Come
We
on.
don't
It's
know.
Atlanta.
We don't
A
know.
job where
She
you got to
said-
deal with people all day.
She said you reek of marijuana. Well, there's a thing called gummies. No smell.
Well, he's like everybody. You don't know how you eat too many gummies. you
Yeah,
can't
he
do
might
your
get
job.
wild. That's right. He knows the joint thing, right?
yeah, I can tell you.
You
When,
don't have a gummy overdose right there in the middle of dealing with the Atlanta's Karen.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm shaking.
with on that end of the airport, I'm sure that you could get away with being a little bit inebriated.
Yeah.
But what the part that I worked in back in the day, being especially like when I worked on the ramp and then worked
Uh-huh.
upstairs, there was no way I could get away with it. No way.
So
'Cause, I
this
mean,
guy's job is just to deal with people who have lost items?
Yeah, it was like I guess they were picking up the bags from some service.
Right.
No, I thought it was a rental car. 'Cause
car
isn't it
rental.
in a parking lot?
But there,
Like, it's
it
in
was
a
something
big
involved with
parking garage.
But yeah, but okay, I'm getting it together now because we
Yeah.
can't listen to the piece because it has an
Yeah.
F-bomb in it. She rented a car that had car seats.
You
as
have to
part of it.
specify when you get them. Yes. You have to
Okay.
specify to them how many you want, what size.
And she didn't get what she wanted. They
And
weren't
I
good for
think-
her babies.
Right, and that she needed car seats, and now she can't leave because
Ah.
you haven't provided me with the car.
Okay, I get her anger. I get her
Sure.
anger. She's just not dealing with it properly. But maybe, now here's the thing. Maybe this is the fourth person she's talked to, and they haven't, like, nobody can, you know what I mean? Like, maybe if you would just go, okay, who is the highest person? Not that guy was pretty high, apparently.
Yes.
Who is the, you know, is the CEO of the company here? No.
Somebody
okay.
higher than
Who's
you?
below? Yeah, just, you know, I guess somebody higher than this guy.
Nobody,
And maybe it's like the second or third person, and somebody. This does happen from time to time. They turn on the recording at the point of frustration. Maybe she was.
That's true.
You know,
but-
maybe. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just like drive with them on my lap?
Right, but that's the reaction. That
Yeah.
what you're doing right now. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Is that may have been
expect from me? Not you don't know my babies.
Okay, what I'm saying is it's possible that happened without being recorded. And then we're at a point further than that where frustration has just gotten out of hand.
agree,
this
but that
company is
screaming-
not helping me at all. No, you don't want to scream at people in public.
Yeah, it's
I know we had this happen to us in Logan when Gil was 2, and they
Boston?
had and they had a larger, like, a toddler, an older toddler child seat. And you know what we did? We patiently waited for them to get the right one.
Right, yeah. But it sounds here like there are no car seats left.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, there's a
That's
whole
the
line
thing.
of people around there.
No one is saying that is not frustrating and stupid and like on them to correct. But I don't think that there's any reason to be screaming like that unless you're in like grave danger.
All right, but I do think that women need to stop crying in public if they're
And
trying to
men.
win. And men,
No,
as much as
we
it
should all be
happens,
crying constantly in
because
public.
it's not fair if you're trying to win a debate or an argument or something. This happened to me when I was I did one little stint in community college, and some friends of mine, we used to sit and have lunch together, and this one girl, Kim, she was beautiful, and she was one of my friend's girlfriends, and we got into what I thought was a friendly little debate about animal rights or something. And halfway through the debate, she started crying and said, "This is very important to me." And I'm like, "Okay, well, you win. How about, I think I'm winning this debate. I think I've put forth the better points." But as soon as you started crying and saying this is very important to you, guess what? I lose. You win. You win the debate. That's not fair. It's just not fair. Alex Williams is watching the ride on 75 into Cobb.
Yeah, a little slow this afternoon, Eric. Not terrible, but I am seeing some brake lights, 75 northbound, starting right around Delk Road. The heaviest of it will stay with you up to Highway 5 in the 575 area. If you don't want to use the express lanes, you can save yourself a few dollars this evening because you really don't need them as you head up into Kennesaw and Ackworth. Did just find new trouble inbound on the West Freeway. This is a right lane crash, 20 eastbound, Fulton Industrial Boulevard exit 49. Almost in 2 right lanes with ambulance on scene. Nonetheless, it's slowing the ride from Riverside Parkway. And a few westbound delays as well, leaving the theme park, heading out to Thornton Road, exit number 44 in Lithia Springs. I-20 eastbound into Cobb County. All I'm seeing is a very brief slowdown in the construction zone between Wesley Chapel and Panola Road. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
All the notifications you need.
The story developing in Marietta.
All the local and breaking news alerts you need.
We're following breaking news in Atlanta.
All in one place.
The 95.5 WSB app.
Download it today.
Selling your home doesn't have to take over your life. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. With Orchard, it's all about convenience. You get cash up front from your current home so you can buy your next one first. No waiting, no juggling deadlines, no trying to line everything up just right. You move when it's convenient for you. Then Orchard handles the rest. Repairs, upgrades, staging, marketing, everything needed to get your old home sold for top dollar. No constant showings, no last-minute cleanups, no rearranging your schedule around buyers. And when your home sells, you get the proceeds. That's your second payout. It's one streamlined process designed to make your move easier from start to finish. You don't have to manage every step. You don't have to stress over the details. You just move forward. Start with a free home valuation today at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
Hi, I'm Jacob, your friend and an actual jeweler at Chain Company. I'm proud to work for a family business that's been committed to the highest quality standards for nearly 100 years. Your dream engagement ring is designed for quality every step of the way. We set your diamond by hand, never with machines. Prong tips are beautiful and secure, and intricate details are thoughtfully crafted. At Shane Company, there's no shortcuts, just craftsmanship. Because a friend knows true love deserves the highest quality. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Dave Baker here. I've been around this industry a long time, and here's what I've learned. The best suppliers don't just fill orders, they help you solve problems. That's why so many pros rely on Randall Brothers. The team at Randall Brothers understands construction, old houses, new builds, decks, all of it. You can bring in a sample or hand them the plans, and they'll help you get it right before it turns into a costly mistake. Randall Brothers, widest selection, industry expertise, accurate, no-hassle deliveries. RandallBrothers.com.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James. Your accident attorneys.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, truck, or motorcycle crash, call the accident attorneys at Sweet James for a free case review. 800-9-MILLION. It's Mark Aram. Let's be honest. After a serious crash, the system is stacked against you. Insurance companies have one goal: protect themselves, not you. That's where Sweet James comes in. When you put Sweet James on your side, you put power and respect on your side. Their attorneys have experience in over 500 trials with a 98% winning record. And when insurance companies mess with you, they deliver results that sends them a message. They step in, help you get treatment, and fight for what you deserve. You don't pay unless they win. Call 800-9-MILLION. That's 800-900-0000, sweetjames.com.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-MILLION. Just call Sweet James, your accident attorneys.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Oh, this is what I meant to ask Bill Crane, and I forgot. Do you have that audio of, Caroline Levitt? All of a sudden, she's answering a question, and I didn't understand this. It's something that I don't know. I know she is pregnant, right?
Yes.
And she's taking a leave.
Well, she took a leave, and then what happened on Saturday made her come back.
Right. So is that what she means when she's not on the political team anymore?
Correct.
So she's just taking a leave? Because she made it seem like she used to be part of these decisions that were being made, and she's no longer part of the
she's
decisions.
just talking about being on maternity leave.
Well, play the thing about that.
I can't.
Oh,
We're
you
in a
can't.
mandatory
That's
update. Thank you.
So like, I'm not like
Wait a
doing
minute.
it
Hold
anymore.
on. How does this happen?
Because you can't control them.
Okay, so they issue you as the producer of this show. You are issued a computer.
Correct.
You use that computer to play sound on the show.
Correct.
But from time to time, there are mandatory updates that just happen, and there's nothing you can do, and you can't use your computer. The show, whatever the show is at that time on the radio station, that's what we are, a radio station, the show be damned.
That's right.
And
Security.
this can last for a good long time.
Is that the laptop or is it the
laptop?
This is the laptop, yeah.
Okay, so that you can't control that at all? I mean, can't you just say, like, don't update right now?
Well, it's because we don't use them all the time. If you're sitting at a desk
I
and you're
see.
using it all day, you can do it before. But we open them during the show, so that's
So it's like time to do it.
yeah.
What do you got? You're waving your arms.
I can play it over here.
George Clark. Oh, do you see it? It's Caroline Levitt talking about how she's not involved on the political team anymore.
Yes.
On the issue of Virginia redistricting.
No, this is now. It's got the whole. I thought I cut all this out. Didn't I?
Question that's political by nature. As you know, I'm not part of the president's political team anymore. I do sit here at the White House as a government employee. Look, the president has a lot on his.
That's why I didn't understand.
So from a week ago,
I mean, she already said that she's taking leave because she's pregnant. I'm not on the political team anymore. Let's say if J.D. Vance, let's say that he broke his something and he had to leave and he had a health issue. Would he be off the political team while he has a health issue? I don't quite understand that.
I would assume that he would not be.
I know you're not the expert. I don't know why I'm asking you like you should have an answer, but
I think I see what you're trying to point out here, but I think it's more innocent than you think. I think that they're trying to give her a moment away from the politics of being involved.
Leave. Oh, you take leave. Is what I'm saying. So I guess what she's saying is the last couple of weeks, maybe I haven't been in these meetings because I've been, okay.
Yes,
all right.
that's my understanding of it.
It makes sense to me now, I guess.
Does it?
No. Of course
be
it
honest.
does.
It's okay.
It
It's
does
okay.
make sense to me now. Maybe it should have made sense to me before, and then I wouldn't have wasted any time in my show going through it. Maybe it's a pretty obvious thing that I just didn't get.
Can you believe she's 28 years old? She looks She looks older than that.
Huh?
But she's only 28 years old.
Yeah, she's young, but
She's
looks
young.
older.
Well, her husband's like 50 or something. So
yeah, well, a lot of
Autumn's against that.
Yeah, ew.
How old is her husband? Look that up, George Clark. Not that there's anything wrong with
I think
that.
he's either in his late 50s or early 60s.
Is it that much? I thought maybe late 40s, early 50s.
Pretty gross.
Oh, now, Autumn, you with your judgments.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, Al Pacino's married to an infant or something?
I don't know if we're married, but I got a kid. We have a kid together. I don't know.
What is he,
gross.
82,
Whoa.
83?
60.
Yeah.
28 and 60.
He's
Look, this
too
is-
old for
That's
her.
Autumn, it's time
insanity.
for you to just throw in the towel. This is the world now. You know how it is, like you'll hold on to, if I don't like the way a word has changed meaning, you'll say, hey, the language evolves. Well,
Yeah.
so does society. This is now where we are. You're going to have to just accept
What's the
it.
point of being rich if you can't get a young lady?
And also, Autumn, it is reversing in your favor as well. A lot of younger guys that were put in like the conservative incel category are now dating older women.
Yeah.
So like
What
now
are you saying?
can,
That's how is that to my
Because
benefit?
you're an older woman.
I'm
Yeah,
just
go
saying.
find a groiper.
I don't want
Autumn.
a young guy.
You
Young
want a
guys can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Get a groiper. You'll love it.
What's a groiper? That's
Nick Fuentes type.
But he's never had sex with anybody.
Female.
Send your cards and letters to Tim Andrews, care of WSB Radio, Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, you want to give these away?
I'm fairly generous.
Let me find it here. I'm wearing all this stuff. All right, here we go. 2 tickets. You can win 2 tickets to see Jimmy Buffett's Coral Reefer Band on Saturday, July 18th at Synovus Bank Amphitheater at Chastain Park. All you got to do is be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Alex Williams says there's a crash, unfortunately, on I-20 near Six Flags.
Yeah, just east of the theme park, Eric, on I-20 eastbound. It's in the right lane, right at Fulton Industrial Boulevard, exit 49. That's why you're sitting in those brake lights as you pass the big roller coasters over there. 285 southbound, the outer loop down by the airport looks like crash. Might have just cleared up from the right lanes, right around Washington Road, exit 1. That's why it's been a little slow just before Camp Creek Parkway. And on the south side, 75 northbound, a few brake lights out of McDonough from Highway 2081 up to Jonesboro Road. Traffic brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the trustsale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
In a time when everything feels political, one place must rise above it all. The courtroom, where the law rules and integrity matters. In 2020, Georgians came together, electing a justice who believes in protecting our courts.
I'm Georgia Supreme Court Justice Sarah Warren, and here's what I believe. I believe in the rule of law, the separation of powers, and a judge's limited role to interpret the law as written. I believe in a nonpartisan judiciary, impartial judges who don't advocate for political positions or outcomes. I believe in deciding cases without bias or favor, treating everyone with dignity and respect. As a justice on your Supreme Court, I've upheld these values. With your support, we'll maintain the integrity of our courts.
Vote to re-elect Justice Sarah Warren. Vote early starting April 27th or on Election Day, May 19th. Paid for by Georgians for Justice Warren, Inc.
Hey friends, it's Mark Aram, and this is for all my listeners who are struggling with hair loss. I'm sure you've tried the lotions, pills, creams, and potions. With so many options and doctors out there, who are you going to trust? What's really going to grow your hair back? The Advanced FUE from Advanced Hair is an incredible breakthrough. Receding hairline, thinning hair, bald spots, Advanced Hair offers a simple, quick, one-day treatment that begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. And get this, Advanced Hair even guarantees your new hair will grow. Works for men and women across all ages, and there is no one in hair restoration I recommend more. For your free consultation, call 470-660-HAIR. If you move forward, you'll also receive $500 off. 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with a team that has redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that guarantee. Check out incredible before and after pictures at advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
Show the mom in your life just how much you appreciate all she is with the perfect Mother's Day gift from Tara Fine Jewelry Company. The latest styles, amazing one-of-a-kind rings, necklaces, and bracelets, luxurious beautiful pearls, diamond stud earrings from brands you know like Mikimoto and De Beers Forever Mark Diamonds. Make it a memorable Mother's Day this year with Tara Fine Jewelry Company, just 3 miles from the Mall of Georgia in Beaufort, specializing in gifts of love since 1985. Don't forget, Mother's Day is coming Sunday, May 10th.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story, rain is a good thing.
Beneficial rainfall finally returned to the metro Atlanta area.
And because of the rain, there's a little progress to report fighting South Georgia wildfires. Governor Kemp gets a firsthand update today.
The governor says he's grateful for the rain the state has received, but it's not enough to solve the current state of the state, with 80 fires breaking out since Sunday alone.
A little bit of rain is going to help us, but it's not going to get us out of this situation, and we're going to be dealing with this for quite a while.
He implemented a statewide burn ban in order to keep crews focused on the big fires, not having to stop and fight smaller breakouts. Kim says he's also thankful for the assistance of firefighters from as far away as Colorado and Idaho who have come to Georgia to help. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
68 degrees right now in Atlanta, and we are not done with the rain yet.
A second storm system will arrive late tonight and move through metro Atlanta early Wednesday morning. With this system, an additional 1/2 to 1 inch of rain is possible through midday Wednesday.
Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. A 37-year-old man is facing charges after he's accused of setting at least 15 fires in DeKalb County.
It's not clear why the suspect chose to set the fires, but DeKalb County CEO Lorraine Cochran Johnson says it could have been much worse if firefighters hadn't responded in a quick and coordinated way.
At this moment, we are extremely confident that we have the proper individual in custody, and there is no need to be fearful.
Police say video footage in the area helped them to identify the suspect, who is in custody and charged with third-degree arson. In DeKalb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Happening now, DeKalb County police are investigating a shooting at a Caribbean restaurant on Memorial Drive. Police say one person is injured. We're working to learn more about the extent of the injuries. A 16-year-old is identified as the victim killed in a shooting at the Oakland City MARTA station Monday afternoon. Atlanta police say one suspect is in custody, but they are searching for 2 others. A rare moment on Capitol Hill.
I would like, if I may, to take this opportunity to express my particular gratitude to you all for the great honor of addressing this joint meeting of Congress.
King Charles becomes just the second British monarch to address a joint meeting of Congress. His mother, Queen Elizabeth, was the last to appear on Capitol Hill in 1991. King Charles condemns last weekend's attempt to attack the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Let me say with unshakable resolve, such acts of violence will never succeed.
King Charles and Queen Camilla will be the guests of honor at a White House state dinner tonight. Former FBI Director James Comey is indicted for a second time. This one centers on a controversial social media post, which has since been deleted, with a picture showing the numbers 8647. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche says they believe that Comey was calling to assassinate President Trump.
Threatening the life of the President of the United States will never be tolerated by the Department of Justice.
Comey's attorneys have not yet commented on the indictment. A judge threw out an indictment against Comey on unrelated charges last year. A new CDC study is one of the first to look at high blood pressure in younger veterans.
The study finds nearly half of men and women veterans post 9/11 had high blood pressure.
Average age of these veterans at the time of the study was about 33 years of age.
The CDC's Tiffany Chang says men were more likely than women to have high blood pressure, but more women were likely to go undiagnosed.
We know that the earlier that high blood pressure is prevented, recognized, and treated, the earlier that individuals can take steps to lead a heart-healthy lifestyle.
She says veterans have higher rates of certain risk factors like post-traumatic stress disorder and direct combat exposure. She says early prevention is key. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
It is now 6:04, and the Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, it's live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Still got this crash in the right lane, west side of I-20, Bill. I-20 eastbound, Fulton Industrial Industrial Boulevard, exit 49. Delays start just before Riverside Parkway. Elsewhere on the east side, Highway 78, this is the Stone Mountain Freeway. It's still pretty slow this afternoon from Rockbridge Road all the way out to Ross Road. The traffic lights are working. I think they're mistimed, though, not letting enough cars through at one time. That's why you're bunched up leaving the Stone Mountain area. And on 85 northbound out of DeKalb in Gwinnett County, still some brake lights from 285, but much better once you get past Indian Trail Road, exit number 101. 316 eastbound. That's a slow ride out of Lawrenceville into Tequila from Highway 20 out to Highway 29, Winder Highway. Next report in less than 10 minutes from TrustL.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Mostly cloudy for the ride home this evening, but staying mainly dry. Lows tonight in the upper 50s to low 60s. The second round of heavy rain and thunderstorms will arrive just before midnight and continue through the early morning commute. An additional 1/2 to 1 inch of rainfall possible through 12 noon tomorrow, with highs in the upper 60s to mid 70s. A few isolated rain showers possible for early Thursday morning, drying out Thursday afternoon with a high around 70. Friday, partly cloudy, drying out and cooling down, high 67. Additional rain showers on the way for early Saturday morning.
Right now, 65 in Sandy Springs, 67 in Hiram, and 64 in Jonesboro. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Oh, that's right, Caiaccio. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Well, congratulations to Jeff O. That's it. He wasn't willing to give us his entire last name.
That's right.
Did not want to. Maybe somebody thinks he's supposed to be at work right now or something.
He's trying to go under the radar.
He's,
Go with the O.
Our anonymous friend, Jim. Was it Jim O?
Jeff O.
Jeff O.
Jeffo.
It's Jeffo.
I like that. I actually like that. Jeffo.
Jeffo won 2 tickets to see Jimmy Buffett's Coral Reefer Band on Saturday, July 18th at Synovus Bank Amphitheater at Chastain Park. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. I am trying to get in a better mood with comfort foods. Not that it's much of a comfort food.
Peanut M&M? What you got there?
No, something called a super glazed heaven soft and fluffy donut.
Whoa.
Okay. Sounds enticing.
Be careful.
No
with that.
moisture.
Did you get that upstairs?
Yeah, why? Oh, no. Hey, listen, you know what? The effects that food have on your body.
All right, I'm just telling you, the
not always
frosting.
the same as me.
The frosting's a little weird.
Well, I know, but did it make you go to the bathroom?
Let's have a taste test
no.
right now.
I just didn't like the taste.
No, the taste is not that good. It's a
Tasty,
letdown.
yeah.
It's a letdown, and it's not. If you're gonna seal this in plastic, you ought to be able to keep a little moisture in there. I think it's very dry and.
Always go with the Dunkin' sticks. That's my motto.
Yeah, I
Ooh,
don't
those
know.
make the roof of my mouth rough.
I know. I love it. You taste them all day.
Oh, I don't like that.
You take it with you everywhere
Yes.
you go. That's what you're saying.
Wait,
What is that? Is that like fat?
Probably.
Gross.
Lard.
I was trying to.
Lard mouth.
Lard mouth.
I'm using the comfort foods to get in a better mood. You know, the politics and the politicians and this and the. Well, it was, and then I guess this one goes both ways. Kind of made me laugh a little bit, so I pulled up. Everybody, just go to the Drudge Report and just take a look at what you just. I think it's more like that. Everybody go to the Drudge Report and the splash page, and just tell me your basic reaction to what you see.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to America.
Trump, they're redesigning the passport, and it's going to have Trump's face on it.
Ew, why does he look like that?
Love it.
Why?
And why is it? I don't know. That could be Drudge put together that image. He looks pretty grumpy there.
But he looks like that all the time in like those big banners that are up on that.
Yeah, that's just to
building.
let you intimidating.
Yeah.
It's for the 250.
It's only 1 year of passports?
It's a limited edition passport.
Can I spend extra money for it?
Probably.
Oh, my. I mean, can I sleep at night knowing that I helped make Eric Trump a little bit richer? Is that possible? Because that makes me feel good.
If you don't want it, you got to pay $100 more.
That image was issued by the U.S. State Department.
Yeah.
Really? So I've not read so it's just the passports that are giving out from now to the end of the year or something?
Yeah, for America 250, bro.
So who cares? Is Gerald Ford's face on anything from the bicentennial?
Toilet paper.
Let's see.
I mean, I don't remember this in the bicentennial. The president slapped his face on everything. It's a sickness.
It is going to be for anybody that applies during the rollout and there is availability. So it's
okay. So it's going to be limited edition.
Exactly.
I should be so lucky.
I got a Trumpy.
Can I request not to have it? Although, if they make a limited edition, right, it will be worth money one day.
I'm sure.
I don't know. Well,
I mean, it's a passport. Passport's gonna be weird because it's gonna have your information.
Yeah,
in
you're
it.
not gonna want to sell that.
And also, if he's putting his face on everything, then how rare can it really be?
But I mean, just think. You got to think like, what would something be worth 200 years from now? If there's like this very rare thing, and remember, I know this is hard to believe. A lot of people hated Lincoln. You know, you get far away out. Lincoln was the most. Lincoln was the most caricatured in cartoons. He was always shown, not always, very often in political cartoons, he was shown to be a monkey or a baboon or something like that. And you get 100 some odd years out, and people lose that kind of thing. And so this is a pen once used by Abraham Lincoln. It's like, what's that, like $6,000, or it's probably low. I don't know. But my point is, you get, like, when it comes to these kind of things, you can keep them in a family, and you get a certain point away from a character, and none of us knows what people thought of Benjamin Harrison.
Right.
He's just like a president.
Yeah.
We have no idea.
He was a loser.
He may have really brought the worst out of people. I don't know. So it could be worth money in that sense if you kept it in your family.
Now, Gerald Ford was on a couple of things. He was on a couple of coins. He was on a medallion, but probably the most...
Nothing from the mint.
But that's not a medallion. That would be something a private company would do, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
The most vintage item that I'm seeing that's going for the most money, though, is a vintage U.S. presidential plate that has Gerald Ford on it.
Yeah, but that's made by third parties. That's not the government. That's not an official. The government doesn't have official plates that we put out.
The coin was President Dwight Eisenhower's dollar, the bicentennial dollar, because he was dead. That's because the rule is you're only supposed to be on a coinage if you're dead.
Yes, that is correct. I got in trouble saying that a couple of weeks ago, and people thought I said something else, but that's what I meant. You should not be on coinage as a president unless you've passed away.
Yes.
And isn't that changing? Isn't he putting his face on some coin?
He is on some coins.
I think it used to be the Sacagawea coin.
Well, they did commemorative quarters and dollars with all the presidents on them.
Yes, they did, but not the. Did they do the ones that were Nick? They didn't put out a Nixon, the one who was the president before him, did they? Maybe they did.
No. Now, I mean, the last couple of years.
Okay, but are they going to do living presidents, Bush and?
Yeah.
I thought you just said that you have to be a deceased president to be on the coinage.
The commemorative coins from the U.S. Mint that they put out have, I think, everybody up to, and these are in circulation.
Okay, so you can use them, but they're not the official. They work as money, but they're not the officially minted money.
Yeah, it's a gold coin.
I don't know.
I'm
not used to seeing living presidents on coinage, but maybe it does happen.
I looked up have living presidents appeared on U.S. currency, and one guy in 1866, he was a Treasury official, tried to put his face on currency. Got shut down.
Trump's putting his signature on the dollars soon, isn't he?
That's right. But all this he connects with 250.
Why?
Right?
Because I don't know.
So it'll only be for this year, though.
I think he knows historians are going to hate him. So I
don't even think he cares.
I'm going to burn every dollar I get with his name on it.
I think that there's more like a Roman emperor kind of thing. They'll remember me for the architecture, for the beautiful ballroom, for the arch, and he wants to leave his name on a lot of things because he knows that as soon as the other party gets in power, they're going to strip his name off of everything they possibly. I think that's why he's putting his name and his face on so many things that you will not be able to remove them from everything. There will be something that stops you. You're not going to tell people you got to turn your passports back in. Like you can't. So
let it be written. Let it be done.
And this is how emperors, they would make these huge builds in architecture and these things that outlast them, kind of give them some form of legacy or living forever kind of thing in people's minds.
The Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool, that's going to be American flag blue. He's working on that too.
Oh yeah, they're painting the floor of the.
Yeah, now I believe this has been done before. Now, obviously, this thing has to be.
It's going to look like a golf course, like a putt-putt.
See, I've never been to the reflecting pond. So
I've never seen that.
I've
huh?
never been there. I've never been there. I've only
Smells
been
great.
to D.C. once. My car broke down. It was 800 degrees. It was not a good day. But I did drive by the White House. Back then, you could drive by the White House. This was in the 80s. So, yeah, I don't know. Nothing's going to get me out of this bad mood, I could tell you.
Yeah, that's
nothing
true.
is this. Maybe I should just lean into it.
Lean in.
Tonight, there might be some hope. Maybe
your
they'll
little
turn things
donut.
around.
Come on, Fluffy. Soft and fluffy and disgusting. Give me some comfort. It's supposed to be a comfort food.
How's it taste? You like the taste?
Yeah, it's got this weird kind of orangey sort of.
Yeah.
Why are you talking it up now? You said you hated it before.
No, I'm not talking it up.
Yeah, sounds like you're hyping it.
No.
He's saying like
You
I
work
was
for these
right.
people?
No, I told you it was going to be awful.
Well, I already knew that.
Okay.
You know what?
I already knew that.
I hate fancy donuts anyway.
I don't like fancy donuts. These aren't. I don't consider this a fancy donut.
No. What if it had Fruity Pebbles on it?
Not a fan.
No.
I don't like fancy donuts. I like good old-fashioned donuts. You know, donuts are supposed to be, or they always have been, some of the cheapest things you can make. We used to make them when I was in the Boy Scouts. You know, a little dough, put it in.
Yeah, fry it.
Can you imagine back then having a bunch of kids who are like, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 years old around a fryer?
A fried Eddie, yeah.
They're horrible.
Bad
What is
idea.
that? What is it, like 450 degrees of grease? We're all running around like idiots.
You're going to learn. You're going to learn. It's hot. You mess up.
It was a
get
different
burnt.
time. It was a different time. Now our kids, now the school, I saw a story, there's an NPR story about, should we stop giving out homework? Some experts say yes.
Yeah, they're not dumb enough.
Some experts, okay, and the
Yeah, well,
others say it's fine.
Some
okay.
I don't know,
difference.
but it's now this is like the new thing. Like, really, you're going to convince me that our kids today have too much in terms of academia going on in their lives?
It's too stressful. It's too stressful.
You know where they will be doing homework? China.
Yep.
Alex Williams has better news on I-20 near Six Flags.
That's right, Eric. Hero Police able to get that trouble out of the right lane into the right shoulder. 20 eastbound Fulton Industrial Boulevard, exit 49. So delays cleaning up behind that as you make your way out of Lithia Springs and past the theme park. Elsewhere, if you're traveling on I-85 northbound out of DeKalb and Gwinnett County, that's still pretty slow. 285 up past Jimmy Carter Boulevard. 400 northbound, a little sluggish in Sandy Springs between Abernathy and the North Springs MARTA station. With 75 northbound trying to clean up, some scattered brake lights there from Marietta up into Kennesaw. Traffic brought to you by the Georgia Aquarium and World of Coca-Cola. From incredible animals to an iconic brand, explore it all at Georgia Aquarium and World of Coca-Cola. Just steps apart and under one deal. Get your combo tickets at AtlantaIcons.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
You know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our Triple Team Traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is tomorrow morning at 8.
WSB's A Grand for Gas.
From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. An Allegiant paid CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in Amco just as much as I do.
Dale, over the years, we've both reported about people getting taken advantage of. So I'm keenly aware what it takes to deliver not just great performance, but great customer service. People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to Amco.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned Amco near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA.
MCO.
Staples has hundreds of ways to grow your business this spring, like spectacular signs, brilliant brochures, eye-popping posters, mouth-watering menus, and more. Shop now through June 13th and save up to $150 on your custom prints. Staples. That was easy.
So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Aram here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair's completely redefined hair restoration, from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with the team that's redefined hair restoration, and don't forget to ask about that Advanced Hair Guarantee. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
It's Scott Slade with John Loud, president of Loud Security Systems. And John, with cameras and video doorbells, some folks may not see the need for a security system. Why should they consider monitored security for their home or business?
Monitored security is all about peace of mind for your business and for your home, especially with proactive video solutions. I highly encourage you to take action 30 days too early instead of 1 day too late. Whether that's getting water detection notification, fire alarm, you also get insurance rate reductions for having a monitored security system.
Loud Security Systems. Call 678. Get loud.
Hell, Trump getting frisky.
Was that Melania or the Queen?
Melania.
Okay.
Yes, I believe it's Melania.
What?
There's a viral photo going out there. It was taken by a reporter, an AP reporter, and Trump's grabbing a little. You see it from the back. It's the two couples, the king and the queen, and our king and queen together, and Trump's got a handful there.
Definitely's got a handful there. Wow.
He's got a handful.
Look, in my defense, the bee stung my hand. And
I was
you were just comfort myself.
That's right. The bee from the
bee.
What's that called again? Apiary. Apiary.
Yes, apiary.
That sounds
nothing
like...
the person that is the beekeeper is called the apiarist.
Yeah, it's one of those names. Doesn't sound anything like it has anything to do with bees.
Wasn't there an Appian Way in Rome?
Let's get in a time machine and go back and find out. Find out. I don't know. What am I, an expert in Rome? Why are you asking me, Tim Andrews?
I thought you were. You think about Rome all the time like men do.
Yeah, that whole thing went away. George Clark, when's the last time you thought about Rome?
Just 2 seconds ago. Well, I was in Rome last week. So.
The last time I was thought about Rome.
Oh, that's right.
Was when
I
was reading that story about how men always think about Rome. That was the last time I think about Rome.
There was an Appian Way.
Oh, yeah? Look at that. This is Tim Andrews. He ain't no dummy, man. He knows what he's talking about.
I've been known to know a thing or two.
Comes to
about a thing or two?
You know what Tim Andrews, when I first met him anyways, he was really into alternate history.
Oh, yeah. You were reading those books.
All those
Harry
books.
Turtledove.
Yeah. The one that I know of as being super famous is The Man in the High Castle.
Yeah.
And so you just read all these things where the other side won the war, and this is how things...
The Harry Turtledove one is that the South won the initial Civil War, and then they continue to go to war with each other.
Over and over,
ending
right.
in World War II. where instead of in Germany's allies with the United States, and the South is where the chambers and stuff come into play.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's very bizarre.
Well, there's some of that in Man in the High Castle.
Yeah.
Philip K. Dick. He's
well, that's because they conquered and they
well,
took,
yeah. So the Japanese and the Germans win World War II, and they split America in half.
Yeah.
And the Japanese get the West, and the Germans take over the East. And somewhere in the Midwest is where they keep all the. They're still
a no man's
They're
land.
still tossing people into crematoriums.
Yeah, guys, just
and
play a
such.
video game. They got video games that break that down for you right now.
Yeah?
You don't have to read a
The
book.
alternate. Now here's the thing,
Yeah,
though.
gross.
If I'm reading, it's disgusting.
We can play.
If I'm reading about alternate history where like Germany won World War II and whatever, that's fine. I don't want to play a German soldier who won World War II in a role play game. That does, or like
Well, you could advance up. Usually, you start off as like a private, and then
No,
you
I'm
work
saying I
your-
don't want to be on the side of the bad guys.
You're
who-
doing very
in the
well, Von
alternate-
Hessler. Listen,
It's like-
sometimes being the bad guys
Pretty
in
soon
these.
you'll be killing
No,
lots of
I mean,
people
his-
you feel bad for.
historically bad guys. I don't want to put. I don't in a role play game want to put on their uniform and shoot historically good guys.
No, you'd be amazing. These games, you can be all
I know,
different.
you're not getting my point.
I understand where you're
I
coming
can
from.
be different in whatever. What I'm saying is I don't want to be any kind of anybody in the hierarchy of history's bad guys. Like I don't want to be a Nazi in a role-playing game shooting Americans. Isn't that what would happen?
So if you were playing a Star Wars RPG, you would never play as the dark side?
Star Wars is not real.
Yeah, that's not real.
It's not
but it
real.
doesn't actually happen to
Germany in
people's
World War
families that are
II
still
was
alive.
real.
I know, but it's a game.
I understand that. I'm just saying to you that I don't ever want to role play as a Nazi soldier. What would I get out of that? Hey, I won. Hey, if they'd have had me, they'd still be running the United States of America. I mean, what's the joy?
It just shows you. So, like, when you play like as the German side in like Call of Duty or any of these games like that, they have
means
different.
you're a Nazi.
Well, they have different weapons and stuff, and it allows you to
So you enjoy
customize.
the
it.
Nazi.
better.
You enjoy the
No,
Nazi weapons.
No,
It's like
it's
way
just-
cooler to be
it
a
gives
German
you it
in
gives you a
World
different
War II.
it gives you a different perspective. You're playing a video game. It's not real.
You can also take their weapons as an American and use them.
Who created this game? Kanye?
Nazis.
Oh, get out of here! Oh, Flay, the game is now anti. Get out of here!
I don't know what it is. See, you guys have fun dressing up as Nazis. Alex Williams is now watching Downtown.
Yeah, that's right, Eric. We are still watching the slow ride into downtown. It's actually gotten better this evening. It's a pleasant surprise there on 85 southbound. Not seeing much slowing you down until you get pretty far south of Georgia 400, and then it stays with you sluggish, we'll call it now, 75, 85 south down toward I-20. Northbound, toughest part of that is I-20 up to Peachtree, Pine Street. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
It's official. President Trump has endorsed Burt Jones for governor.
Burt Jones has been an incredible leader. This man has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Burt Jones is a trusted Trump conservative who's leading the fight to end Georgia's state income tax.
He's going to make a great, great governor. You will be very happy, Georgia. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement.
Paid for by Burt Jones for Georgia.
When my wife and I got married after both graduating law school, we didn't have two nickels to rub together. Ultima had to give me her gas card just to drive home. We never could have imagined that one day we would have the largest injury firm in the world and $25 billion in money collected and counting. As good Catholics, we had 4 children fast. They all work in the firm today. Our family protecting yours. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. But our greatest gift was years away, grandchildren. Today we have 6 and counting. It's the greatest joy that we have ever experienced. I think about them all day long. Our family promises to protect your family should you need us. Call us. It's easy. Visit forthepeople.com and make sure you hug your grandchildren. God's final gift to us. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
My wake-up call came 3 years ago.
Like many of you out there, I was savoring some time with my parents. It's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. I remember we were preparing a meal and I saw my dad struggling with a boiling pot on the stove. That was the moment I knew I had to get into action on the home care options for my parents. Have you seen some red flags recently with your folks? Like them struggling with day-to-day tasks, being a little confused, having trouble remembering to take their meds. If your aging parents are showing signs, but they want to age in place in the comfort of their homes, please Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta and request a consultative call. It's free and it's a crucial step towards your parents getting what they want and need, allowing you, the child, to do your role and just love them. Google Four Seasons Home Care. That's Four Seasons Home Care.
Whether you need an AC repair to get your system running again, a tune-up to get you ready for the season, or a new heating and air system installed, call Jape Services. Hi, I'm Daniel Jape, and at Jape Services, we're a family-run business, and I personally guarantee you'll be treated just like family. With upfront pricing, clear communication, and service from licensed professionals who respect your time and show up when they say they will. Visit japeservices.com.
You can count on us, Jape Services.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top story: in a rare address before Congress, King Charles says he is looking forward to the next 250 years of friendship between the U.S. and the U.K.
For all of that time, our destinies as nations have been interlinked. As Oscar Wilde said, we have really everything in common with America nowadays, except, of course, language.
The king says his visit comes at a time of great uncertainty, referencing conflicts in the Middle East and the Ukraine war. King Charles and Queen Camilla will be the guests of honor at a White House state dinner tonight. It is 68 degrees in Atlanta. Badly needed rain for drought-stricken Georgia today.
Beneficial rainfall finally returned to the metro Atlanta area this morning, and since midnight, Johns Creek is the rainfall winner, if you will, with nearly 1.5 inches of rain. Alpharetta coming in close at 9/10 of an inch. Cartersville, 1 inch of rainfall since midnight.
What's the timing for round 2 of rain? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. Rain is helping firefighters gain ground battling wildfires in South Georgia.
Everybody's feeling really good about that. We're definitely not out of the woods, but feeling a lot better.
Governor Kemp returns to South Georgia today for an update on the fires. The Pineland fires now burned over 32,000 acres and is 23% contained. The Highway 82 fire in Brantley County has consumed 22,000 acres and is about 1/3 contained. Gwinnett County firefighters respond to a garage fire on Teresa Court in Tucker caused by a lightning strike this morning. The garage is detached and crews were able to put out the fire to prevent it from spreading to the main house. The damage to the garage is considered a total loss. No injuries are reported. A suspect arrested in connection with at least 15 fires in DeKalb County is charged with third-degree arson. Interim Fire Chief Melvin Carter says the department worked quickly to prevent those brush fires from spreading.
This incident highlights the importance of rapid response, strong coordination, and early engagement in fire investigation.
The suspect is identified as 37-year-old Wasim Mahid. Police are still working to determine a motive. 6 years after a deadly shooting at a DeKalb County park, a man gets 2 life sentences.
41-year-old Ryan Carter was found guilty of murder for the 2020 shooting of Jamal Cobb. Prosecutors say Carter robbed Cobb at a DeKalb County gas station. Carter brought the victim to Lithonia Park, where he was shot and killed on a soccer field. The two didn't know each other. Prosecutors say Cobb let Carter borrow his cell phone and offered him a ride before he was shot. Keith Cromwell, 95.5 WSB.
The FCC plans an early review of broadcast licenses for ABC stations owned by Disney. Correspondent Kelly O'Grady reports the review is part of the investigation started by FCC Chairman Brendan Carr into Disney's diversity, equity, and inclusion practices.
What he's saying is that if Disney were to have engaged in discrimination because of their
DEI initiatives, that there is an argument to be made that they should not have these licenses, these broadcast licenses.
The move comes after President Trump demanded ABC fire Jimmy Kimmel for a joke he made about Melania Trump. Starbucks is winning back a lot of coffee drinkers.
Sales at Starbucks last quarter rose by a better than forecast 5%. That's thanks in part to cushier seating, more appetizing pastry displays, and speedier service. Customers placed more orders, spent more money per transaction by taking on more food and more custom adds to its drinks, like adding cold foam. Now, even though sales growth slowed in China, it's raising its full-year outlook. I'm Bloomberg's Tom Busby for 95.5 WSB.
After the state declares a level 1 drought for Georgia, Forsyth County is encouraging residents to conserve water. The county asking people to check and repair leaks both inside and outside. Only water your lawn or plants when necessary, and turn off the faucet when brushing your teeth or shaving. It is now 6:34. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. It's Alex Williams.
Watching trouble out of DeKalb into North Cross clear as I speak, Bill. It's been a stall that was in the center lane. Another car stopped in the lane next to it to try to help. 85 northbound, just north of the Pleasantdale Road Bridge, exit 96. Good Samaritans just help push that stall off to the right. All lanes are opening back up, so that should help improve the ride from 285, as well as the slow 285 transitions to I-85 northbound. And still watching a few brake lights on the west side perimeter, 285 southbound, the outer loop. Some brake lights from South Cobb Drive down to I-20, the West Freeway. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Mostly cloudy for the ride home this evening, but staying mainly dry. Lows tonight in the upper 50s to low 60s. The second round of heavy rain and thunderstorms will arrive just before midnight and continue through the early morning commute. An additional 1/2 to 1 inch of rainfall possible through 12 noon tomorrow, with highs in the upper 60s to mid 70s. A few isolated rain showers possible for early Thursday morning, drying out Thursday afternoon with a high around 70. Friday, partly cloudy, drying out and cooling down, high 67. Additional rain showers on the way for early Saturday morning.
And right now it's 62 in Noonan, 68 in Midtown Atlanta, and 65 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Treated unfairly by the police? George Stein, the DUI lawyer, can help. GeorgeStein.com.
In a time when everything feels political, one place must rise above it all: the courtroom, where the law rules and integrity matters. In 2020, Georgians came together, electing a justice who believes in protecting our courts.
I'm Georgia Supreme Court Justice Sarah Warren, and here's what I believe. I believe in the rule of law, the separation of powers, and a judge's limited role to interpret the law as written. I believe in a nonpartisan judiciary, impartial judges who don't advocate for political positions or outcomes. I believe in deciding cases without bias or favor, treating everyone with dignity and respect. As a justice on your Supreme Court, I've upheld these values. With your support, we'll maintain the integrity of our courts.
Vote to re-elect Justice Sarah Warren. Vote early starting April 27th or on Election Day, May 19th. Paid for by Georgians for Justice Warren, Inc.
We're seeing all the signs. Pollen counts are high. Fewer mornings are chilly. Step by step, we are headed to summer. This is Scott Slade, and the team at Ragsdale Heating and Air wants you to be ready for the hot and humid days we know are ahead. Right now, you could take up to $1,700 off a new Carrier home comfort system. And don't forget, the spring savings extend far beyond the big season change, with Ragsdale's own trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty on your new system. That's zero repair cost till 2041. Ragsdale's a name I know you could trust for all your heating, air, plumbing, electrical, and insulation needs, too. How do I know? I've used a lot of those services, and they have a 4.9 Google rating and over 11,000 reviews. I've been a Ragsdale customer for years. I always come away impressed with their friendly, quality service. A lot of these Ragsdale guys have been with the company for 10, 20, even 30 years. So take advantage of this great deal. Schedule your visit online at ragsdaleair.com or give one of their friendly customer service reps a call. Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
All I'm going to tell you, Jared Yamamoto, and I know you're going to push back in an Autumn Fisher-like way. But I am correct about this. And so you have been mixing it up online, social medias, with the folks.
I started it on my
with
nightcap.
Your opinions.
I started it on my nightcap, and then I got so passionate about it on my show that I'm like, you know what? More people need to know about this story because it makes me angry.
Okay. Oh, well, if it makes you angry, what, you think people don't have enough stories out there that are making them angry?
I think
you think
this
there's a big donut in people's lives where they don't have stories that make them angry?
There is
you
an
gotta
anger
make
gap.
sure there is an anger gap.
Anger gap. I do feel like this
We
story.
cannot allow a gap.
No.
This story that I'm talking about is going under the radar, and it's bad.
It is. No, but I know. I kind of know the story, but the story doesn't matter. Let's. I don't want to get
I
bogged
understand.
down into debating the actual issue.
Sure.
The point is that he's gone political, this Jared Yamamoto, and you're mixing it up with people online, which is fine. But what I would say to you, if you look at people like Shelley Winter and Eric Erickson, who do this quite a bit, they're built for it. And they're built for it because they love everything about it. They love probably the community element of it, but they also really love the rattling of cages and what that produces. And they have very, very thick skin. They understand that people are going to call them names and whatever. Now, I don't involve myself in this because to me it's not fun to me. To Eric Erickson and Shelley Winter, no matter how terrible things that people are saying to them back and whatever, they love the game. They have very thick skins and they love the game. To me, I look at the game and it's just like, we're going to yell at each other and not have any effect on what happens in reality. And so I don't have any.
That's where I respectfully disagree.
I don't have. Well, you're not going to have. How can you have? Because
absolutely. I'm already getting emails from people that are trying to get involved with local offices around here that are trying to make sure the word gets spread. So I do.
Well, what is it?
I do legitimately
get back to me if it actually affects the.
I
issue
do legitimately think, and that's where. I hope
it's
everybody understands.
It's an illegal. It's a legal alien who is here. Been here since he was 4 years old. Was pulled over. He was driving without a license. Now he's being tossed out of the country. Right. That's basically it.
Yeah, he's being held in a
I don't
ICE
want to
facility
debate it.
in
I don't know
South Florida or South Georgia. Excuse me.
Okay, I don't know enough about it to debate it from one side and the other. It's just that I can tell with you if you're gonna get into these scrums with people online, then you can't be like shocked or surprised or anything by.
Oh, I've been called everything.
Right.
Believe me.
But it's got to be more like, I've been called everything, and I love it. I love being called names. Like, if you're going to do this, I guarantee you that Shelley and Erickson, they love it. They love the back and forth. They love it. Now, obviously, there's a line that people can go over, but that's a very long way out there. And what I'm saying is, if you want to do this and you want to get involved in these political scrums, you can't. You just don't. You can't have the ability to have your feelings hurt by it at all.
Oh, my feelings aren't hurt by
or
it
be
at all.
shocked by it or anything.
Is something happening where
they're just calling them
people
names?
Are responding, and then Jared is responding to that.
Oh, he's going back and forth.
Oh, absolutely, I'm going back and forth because
but
Shelley does go back and forth too.
No, I know, but he loves it.
But
That's
here's
my
the
point.
deal, though. Yeah, so I'm
Does Jared love it?
I'm
No.
not trying to get in
I
there
don't think so.
to get a reaction from people. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make sure that I do good and do right for this family.
Well, that's
because
like
I feel
saying,
like this is.
See, hold on. That's like
because
saying I went to a football game and I want basketball to happen.
How
when
so?
you go to social media, the medium is the message. I mean, that's exactly. Social media is never going to be what you just described. It's always going to be what I described: a scrum, a bunch of people pounding their chest and yelling at each other. And basically, most of the things that they go back and forth, you could reduce to, I'm better than you. The arguments almost always come down to I'm a better Christian, I'm a better patriot, I'm a better this, that, or the other. You can glean that out of most of it. To me, when I look at the scrum that goes on social media, it doesn't matter what the issue is. It's a bunch of people saying, I'm doing it right. No, I'm doing it right. No, if everybody did what I did, we'd have a much better. No, if everybody lived like I lived, we'd have a much better country. And yet that's what it is. You're going to expect it to become some sort of idealistic dreamland where things get accomplished?
You're going to two extremes here. You're very jaded about social media. I have a different
it's terrible. It's ruining the world.
I have a different viewpoint on social media. I do feel like there is genuine good that can come out of
What's
it.
the evidence?
Because,
Give me some evidence.
Because people don't know this story. There are legitimate people that are seeing this, that are reacting to it and seeing the story for the first time and saying, I'm glad that you brought attention to this. And I appreciate that kind of commentary. Now, people could come after me, call me names, whatever, but
it seems to me that it rattles you a little bit, that people are so
I'm just amazed at like all the name calling. First of all, the last name Yamamoto, people are like, I'm going to deport you too. And my response has been, come and get me. Like so it's been,
Well, if they do come and get you, tell them to do it at 7. Not in the middle of the show. Although maybe it'd be quite a story. Maybe Rodney Ho would write.
Yes. Hey, the show gets publicity.
That's
there we
right.
go.
Yeah.
Spell your name wrong.
That's okay.
God, I'm burying a joke right now.
You would call me the girl.
The girl.
Yeah.
And the girl said,
she
disagreed with Eric.
But no, I'm not as good as
that
going
would be
in.
accurate, at least.
No, I'm not as good as going in the scrum as Erickson or
Well,
Shelley.
it seems to
and
me
I'm
like
not,
you're
I'm not looking for that
I
excitement.
think that you are. I think
I'm
you're
not.
courting
I'm not.
this more. I think that your
genuinely think-
political opinions have been a little bit more. It seems to me like that you do want to go into this world.
I
if you
genuinely
want to go into
believe
this
what
world.
I'm saying. That's
fine. But are you open to another piece of information that would change your mind?
Yes, absolutely, 100%. If I found out that this kid ended up being just a complete jerk and had multiple offenses in the past, then I would change
What
my
if he was
opinion.
get him out? What if he was just mean on the playground when he was young?
Then he doesn't deserve to be down in an ice facility in South Georgia.
Oh, hey, for the most part, I guess I probably, he's brought here when he's 4. I get it, but I'm just saying to you that you have to. I just don't know. I don't know if my little baby over here is ready to go into these waters because I don't know if you.
Aw.
I don't know.
Larry.
What? Excuse me.
Well, he's
I'm like
not your baby.
I'm like a mama bear here.
Yeah.
I don't know if little Jared is able to handle this shark-infested
I
waters.
can handle myself just fine. It's just learning how cruel people can be.
Well,
Just got to
it's-
say what Shelley
again.
says. LMAO, GTFO. That's what he said.
FAFO.
So what is it?
OMG.
Do the first one again. Laughing
LMAO.
my F.A. off.
Yeah, LMAO.
Okay.
Or LA.
LMFAO.
LMFAO.
No, it's LMAO.
Well, no,
Laughing-
most people are putting the F in there now.
Well, he's not because he also says GTFO.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Get the
I don't
F.
do it.
Get the F
Oh,
out.
Oh, I see. You see, well, those are conversations I don't enjoy having.
No.
No.
But he loves it.
He loves it. And we talk about this. I
And
talk
he
about
likes
this
it.
with
Right.
Shelley. I
So,
talk about this
Jared,
with
you
Shelley. I'm
don't
like,
love
why do you? He's like, I love it. I love mixing
Jared,
it up.
you don't love it.
No. So when I'm
No,
trying
no.
to say,
Do you love getting into it with people or no?
I would say if it means promoting the right idea and helping a family in need, then I'm okay with jumping.
You
in.
see, that's how it always
I
starts.
don't think I love it or hate it.
Altruistic trolling.
Yeah, this
it's
is how it
strange
starts.
too because there are so many people all over the country that are in the same thing. It's like you heard about one and now you're.
Yeah, well, it is
You
in
know?
this area.
But this is local. This is a big deal. It's in Dunwoody, so I
Still,
feel like it
it's
really.
happening all over.
I'm aware of
even in
that, and,
Georgia.
and
Hey,
I would
what do they
apply the
say?
same
What do they
logic
say?
everywhere else.
What's
Hey,
it?
they knew the risks.
What was it? What is it? Do something locally. Think.
Act locally.
Yeah, so that's what he's doing. He's acting locally. He's thinking globally.
Yeah, we're
he's
in
acting.
Atlanta.
He's acting locally. You're thinking globally.
Oh,
I think if
micro,
you two,
macro.
you know what? If you had
We'd
a
be
beer,
a good team, Autumn.
couple of beers, I think you can work this out.
Get him out.
Alex Williams, and then there's that. Alex Williams says there are delays on 285 improving. Well, there are delays, but 285 is improving through DeKalb, right?
Yes, the 285 delays are improving through
I
the
got it.
That is it, my friend. We had trouble on 85 north of 285 near Pleasantdale Road that was keeping 285 both east and north slow getting onto I-85. It's cleared off to the shoulder, so those ramps are definitely getting much better. 285 eastbound looking great through Dunwoody into Dorville. The slowest part of 285 I'm still watching is southbound on the west side, leaving South Cobb Drive. All that pressure, all they're just trying to get onto I-20, the West Freeway in that construction zone, and some northbound delays and westbound delays, but all of that is trying to ramp on toward Cobb Parkway. A lot of folks heading over to Truist Park for tonight's Braves game. Traffic brought to you by the Georgia Lottery. Tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is $163 million. So imagine what you could do. What are you waiting for? Get your tickets at your favorite store or on the Georgia Lottery app for your chance to win. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
doesn't have to be like this.
The second crash we're dealing with this morning.
Don't have to put up with
Use
it.
Covington Highway as your alternate.
You don't have to sit in it.
Travel advisory in Sandy Springs.
And you don't have to look at your phone to get out of it.
It is Atlanta traffic, and getting you out of it is what we do
Consider
best.
using Buford Highway or Satellite Boulevard.
Updated traffic as often as you need.
Traffic is at a crawl.
From local traffic reporters you trust 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB.
How Atlanta gets there.
Heard in a crash? Call the accident attorneys at Sweet James, 800-9-million. The system's rigged, friends. Insurance companies protect themselves. Sweet James protects you. $2 billion. Won 500 trials, 98% winning record. They put power and respect on your side. Pay no fees unless they win. 800-9-million. 800-9-million. 800-900-0000 and sweetjames.com.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James, your accident attorneys.
Hey, that was our exit. We're gonna miss the first pitch.
Just gotta make a stop at Kroger. I promised I'd bring nachos.
Nice. You have the Upside app too, right?
Upside? What's that?
Upside is a free app that gets you cash back when you buy groceries. And they just added Kroger stores in Atlanta.
Wait, I can get money back just for buying groceries?
Yep. And right now, you can get an extra $10 bonus on your first Kroger trip with the app. That's up to $25 cash back on one grocery run.
Even this Kroger store right here?
Yes. Now pull over. Let's get some cash back on those nachos.
Upside is now available for Kroger stores in the Atlanta area. Download the free Upside app and use promo code ATL7 to get a $10 bonus on your first purchase at Kroger. That's promo code ATL7 to get a $10 bonus. Remember, use promo code ATL7.
Offers vary by user and location at participating merchants. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Selling your home doesn't have to take over your life. Hey, it's Eric Von Hassler. With Orchard, it's all about convenience. You get cash up front from your current home so you can buy your next one first. No waiting, no juggling deadlines, no trying to line everything up just right. You move when it's convenient for you. Then Orchard handles the rest. Repairs, upgrades, staging, marketing, everything needed to get your old home sold for top dollar. No constant showings, no last-minute cleanups, no rearranging your schedule around buyers. And when your home sells, you get the proceeds. That's your second payout. It's one streamlined process designed to make your move easier from start to finish. You don't have to manage every step. You don't have to stress over the details. You just move forward. Start with a free home valuation today at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
It's official. President Trump has endorsed Burt Jones for governor.
Burt Jones has been an incredible leader. This man has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Burt Jones is a trusted Trump conservative who's leading the fight to end Georgia's state income tax.
He's going to make a great, great governor. You will be very happy, Georgia. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement.
Paid for by Burt Jones for Georgia.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Here's the world for you. Kim Jong-un is celebrating the fact that the troops that they're sending from North Korea to fight on the Russian side of the Ukraine conflict are adhering to the rule for soldiers. If you're North Korean, you're not to be taken, you're not to be captured. So he calls it self-blasting. basically they kill themselves if they're about to be captured. And it's a big celebration. I was reading this, he's like, oh, these are heroes and whatever.
He made a memorial for them.
Yeah.
Right?
And I just think, people are so gullible and all over the world, different cultures, whatever. If I was a soldier from North Korea sent to Russia, I'd try to run someplace where I could live, But governments are really good at convincing people that the government owns their life. Like you were born to help us be a stronger nation, and that's it. And it's just it's always amazed me, that look, there are reasons to fight. If Hitler's trying to take over Europe, that's a damn good reason to fight. It's not like I'm not anti-war in the sense that there never should be war. We wouldn't have this country if we hadn't had a war with England. So I'm not
twice.
Yeah, I'm not naive. People don't talk about the second one much. Except for Dolly Madison running around, saving the portraits of the presidents.
I wish we had been successful invading Canada, then we wouldn't have a problem.
Not everything's gonna go your way. But I mean, just this, it is something that I would say to any human being: you were not born to live for the state. That to me, that's the most fundamental thing. Now, you can obviously be patriotic and love where you're born and be willing to fight for that and the culture you have and all of that. These things do happen. But what these kind of leaders don't have to pretend. They can just put it out there. It's like, if you're born in North Korea, you belong to the government.
Well, and if
the
they
government
don't,
decides.
If they don't, self-explode or whatever you called it.
Self-blast.
Self-blast, then they could go after
your
the
family.
Generations of their families.
Yeah. Because, and from their point of view, it's like, it's such a cheapness of human life that you would be born to serve a government, It's just it's a cheap way of, like, how could you ever have personal confidence? It's like being in the cabinet. The only way you feel good is that the guy at the top likes you. He smiled. Like you said, you groveled to him so much that you almost felt worth. Like sometimes Hegseth feels worth because he grovels so much that every once in a while Trump gives him a wink. It's like, oh yeah, now I am. This is larger, where I just feel sad that so many people have been born into this world and have been not only considered by the governments of the countries they're born into to belong to them, but there are so many people who live their lives in such a way to never question that. And then to me, it's like, well, were you ever born? Did you ever live? What was the point? And I guess on a day where I've been pretty negative all the way around, that's a good place to end the show with that negative global outlook.
Look at how much honey we have.
Oh,
Hey.
thank you, Megan.
Look how much I have. Thank you, Mr. Trump.
All right. On that negative note, maybe it's a positive note. I'm saying you can decide that you're patriotic. When the day you're born, you don't belong to a government. They can bully you into believing that, but it's not true. And even if they have the power to force it on you, don't make that mistake of actually believing it yourself, because that's like you might as well have never been born. All right, on those positive notes, I should become a life coach. That music's telling us two things. Shut the hell up, get the hell out. You know us, we do what we're told. Shelley Winter is up next. He's got a great show for you, as usual. We're going to come back and do a Wednesday edition of this here show tomorrow, starting at 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us, but until then,